It's been a long time. Come on. Yeah. Hey, yo, it's my life, my time, my rights, my rhymes, my grind, my struggle, hustle, sweat in my blood too. A predator smells fear, I smell a lot. My competitors fled scared, cause they smelled I was hot. I want it all. Excess, the sex, much success, stress sucks. I want it all, no less. So come on.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to WPW SuperShow, and we're going to kick things off with the WPW Women's Intercontinental Championship match. Two women who have been having a blood feud for the past couple of months are going to finally come to a head here tonight, and coming out first, it is a challenger, Julia Hattrick. Welcome everybody here on this Sunday, January 31st. As we are on the road to the Lottery Rumble, which will lead us to the road to Supercharged. The official Lottery Rumble card has been revealed. It will be, of course, Louise Bates and Julia Hattrick, who both will be in the Rumble match along with 28 other women. 30 women in total, 40 men, all competing for a chance at immortality. The winners will receive Women's World and Undisputed Championship opportunities at Supercharged. And to be fair, it has all come down to this. It is one of the biggest, if not the biggest pay-per-view this company has ever had. And we will see that in Montreal, Quebec, Canada, February 28, 2021. But for now, we're live in Toronto, Ontario, Canada, Scotiabank Arena, or as many people used to call it, the Air Canada Centre, where it is now time to determine the Women's Intercontinental Champion, as Julia Hattrick looks to become the first ever two-time champion in World Pro Wrestling history. There has been no one in this company since we came back around who has held a championship twice on two separate occasions. We have two opportunities for that type of action here tonight, and of course, Louise Bates looks to remain champion in her first title defense. Julia Hattrick looks to regain the championship that she has helped raise to a amazing level. The Demo Goddess is looking to not only do that, but go into the Rumble and win the damn thing. A lot on the mind of the Demo Goddess here. As ladies and gentlemen are about to come out next, she's awaiting the arrival of the champion. And there she is, the WPW Women's Intercontinental Champion. She is Louise Bates. Lulu has successfully been around for a long time, and quite frankly, her win at Breakdown in the last women's standing match for the Women's Intercontinental title shocked a lot of people. There were so many people who didn't think that Louise would even win the championship and Julia would reign forever. However, multiple hits to the head sidelined Julia for a while, leading to Louise Bates picking up the championship, picking up the victory, and now Louise Bates has lost the championship match to Julia. She's won a championship match against Julia. It is time for the tiebreaker. They're both tied 1-1. We're going to settle it here. 2 out of 3 falls for the Women's IC Championship. Of course, coming up after this, later on tonight, champions versus challengers. Kristie Redding and Kellyanne Sky will do battle against Serenity and Ashley Lynn. Champion versus champion, Jayy Knight versus Hunter Quinn in the main event. Zack Quinn versus Johnathan Reid. The women's tag champion, Emily Parker against Jayy Knight. And, of course, the World's Championship, the World's Tag Titles, Syndicate versus Prestige. But let's take you down to some ringside for the introductions for the Women's Intercontinental Championship match. Hard for me to speak. Introducing first the challenger. She is the demo goddess, Julia Hattrick. And her opponent. She is the WPW Women's Intercontinental Champion, Louise Bates. Mixed reaction for both of these women here tonight as Lulu's handing over the Intercontinental Championship. This is your one of 3 championship matches here tonight. Of course, the Internet Championship Invitational will also commence here tonight. The World Tag Team titles on the line. Syndicate, Gerald and White defending against Prestige, Bailey and Sheffield. And then, of course, we have here and now Women's IC Championship competition. And already Julia Hattrick's going after the spine. Spinebuster City already introduced to Louise Bates. And Lulu is just tearing around in the ribs, being targeted. Smart move by Julia. Go after the ribs. Big elbow to the face, though. Big counter by Julia. Oh, my gosh. Trying to chop the leg. And she didn't go down. And now Julia with the nice clothesline. Now just dragging it on the arm. Dragging it on the head of Louise Bates. The Women's Intercontinental Championship is on the line. We'd like to thank you for welcoming us into your living rooms for World Pro Wrestling as Louise Bates takes her down with a nice takedown and now going on the attack. Blocked by Lulu. Big knee right to the chest. Try to go for a move. Side kick right to the chest. Big shot, but another big shot by Lulu. Try to go for a move. Did not work. And back and forth this action is going as Julia is going to take her up and down with a tilt-a-whirl backbreaker. And going for the cover. First cover of the matchup. Try to get the one fall and not even in the 1 count. Woo! Fast-paced action here tonight on WPW SuperShow. The last show before we head to Montreal, Quebec, Canada next month for the Lottery Rumble. One of the biggest, if not the biggest pay-per-view in WPW's history. 6 regular matches. 2 Rumble matches. The stage will be set for Supercharged, and the stakes do not get any bigger than this. Ladder matches, title matches, fight pit, Rumble matches. It's just insane. As Lulu now goes for a cover of her own. Try to get the first cover of the matchup. Kick out at nothing. As we've seen in multiple 2 out of 3 falls matches in this company, it's always the first fall that is establishing the dominance. And speaking of dominance, spinebuster by Julia into the cover. There's one. Kick out. Fast-paced action here tonight for WPW. As Lulu sends Julia into the corner. Big pop, though, blocked by Julia. And Julia sends her up and down with another spinebuster. Just toying with Julia at this, just toying with Lulu at this point. Oh, Julia has her on the shoulders, drops her down, and now just swinging on the back and spinal area of Louise Bates. And Julia showing off the muscles and the strength. The demo goddess is in rare form here tonight, and I don't think either woman is going to try to take the loss here tonight. With a huge chance to not only gain momentum heading into the Rumble, but a huge chance to walk into the Rumble as champion. What an opportunity that would be for one of these competitors as Lulu tries to drag Julia Hattrick across the ringside area. Unfortunately, met with elbows. Big elbow to the face, though, of Julia. Julia tried to go for a chokeslam. Did not work, and she's met with 2 kicks. One to the knee and one to the face. And she goes for the cover. Lulu to try to get the first fall. Kick out at 1. Of course, still to come later tonight, Zack Quinn versus Adam Rage. Mizuna Kawasaki versus Psycho Jade still to come here tonight as WPW is one last hurrah before we get to Montreal. Big type of rebound suplex by Louise Bates. She tries to take down Julia. Big knee, big elbow right to the knee. Kick though. Julia now. Oh, clothesline. Now she rolls to the outside of the ring as Lulu needs to buy herself some time. And Julia's not wasting any time, but she's sent right back inside the ring. Lulu turns her around, try to go for an angle slam perhaps. Louise Bates blocked by Julia. Julia tosses her into the ring post. Oh, shoulder block and another shoulder block. And now, oh, clubbing blow to the back. All up and down with the backbreaker, and that's won her so many championships in the past. Can it do it again here? Like this one? There's two to kick out of two. Well, remember, it's 2 out of 3 falls. The first person to gain 2 falls wins and remains or becomes the Women's Intercontinental Champion. A lot at stake here tonight. In this high stakes 2 out of 3 falls matchup as Julia tries to go for a back to belly suplex, but Louise Bates with the block. And now Louise Bates going for a cover of her own. There's a cover 1 kick out. Lulu cannot believe what she is seeing, but she needs to get back on her A game. Take down by Julia. She tries to go for a move. Big elbow to the face. Oh, Lulu tried to go for a move there, but she ricocheted right off the ropes, and Julia Hattrick is taking advantage. Kick to the gut. Julia, welcome to your spine, chick! Into the cover to gain the first fall of the match. This one, this 2, kick out at 2. Julia wasting 0 time, kick right to the knee. Oh, sending the knee into the ribs. And again, showing off the strong ability of Julia Hattrick, the strength. And now stomping a mud hole in Lulu and walking it dry. Now the claw hold here by Julia Hattrick. The Women's Intercontinental Championship is on the line. There has not been any falls yet up to this point. Now Julia picking up Lulu. Lulu sent down with a spine buster. And now she's starting to celebrate, but she realized she needs to key on her A game as Lulu gets back up on her feet, sitting right back down. And now once again, Louise Bates is being stomped away. Stomping a mud hole in her and walking it dry is Julia Hattrick, but she gets her right back up to do more damage. But Lulu, well scouted though, taking her down. Kick to the gut. Lulu going for a big move. Sent her down with the fairy tale ending. Could this be the first fall of this matchup? Could Lulu finally get a fall on the board here? Lulu into the cover, hooks the leg. There's 1, there's 2, kick out at 2. Lulu's continuing to try to fight back though. Julia, big elbow right to the back of the head, right to that neck. And what the hell? Going for a powerbomb? No, she's going for a submission of some kind. Big submission, but Lulu was able to get out of it. Lulu, oh, drives her into the mat. The same move that she used to win the Women's IC title in the first place. Goes for the cover. There's 1, there's 2, kick out at 2. And the first fall has still eluded both wrestlers. Oh, I don't think she loves the referee that much. Flips the referee off. Oh, man. I don't think the referee's going to have a good day after that one. Now Julia working on Lulu, but Lulu swats her away. Big chop with the head by Lulu. As Lulu now pushes her off. Kick to the gut. Julia going for it again. Welcome to your spine, check! Oh, she's going for the cover. Rest got to get in position. There's 1, there's 2, 3. That's a 3 count. And Julia Hattrick has won the first fall of this 2 out of 3 falls match. And now a clothesline by Julia, and now she's starting to dominate. She is 1 fall away from becoming WPW's first ever 2-time champion. Kick though, blocked. Big kick, and what I mean by 2-time champ, before anyone says anything, I mean the first person in this company to win a single championship twice. As in, you are a 2-time tag champ or 2-time AC champion, and she may become 2-time IC champion here. Backbreaker right to the back of Lulu, and Lulu is out. Goes for the cover. There's 1. Kick out at 1. That was close. So close to Lulu losing the championship before she can even defend it successfully. As Julia is now picking up the limp body. Lulu not wasting any time to try to get back in this matchup. Realizing that she needs to get some pinfalls here quickly before she ends up losing. As Julia gets back up on her feet, kick right to the gut. Lulu off the rope, Beautiful move. Lulu picking her up. Try to go for a move. Blocked by Julia. Big knee right to the face. Oh, God, now just punching the gut. Punching the gut away. And Julia is just enjoying this. Lulu with the counter. Oh, my snap German suplex. Now stomping away at Julia. Lulu picks her back up, but Julia met her with a clothesline on the other end. Kick to the gut. Julia can win the title. Welcome to your spine check. Again, the spine check. This can win her the championship. There's one. There's two. Three. No kick out of two. So close. Julia Hattrick almost pulled a clean sweep. Big elbow. Oh, elbows galore by Julia. The infinity elbows by Julia Hattrick. Continuing to rain down on the Women's IC champion. Relentless. Going for number 10. Adding a little flair into it. Number 10 connects. Oh, picked up. Big kick right to the chest. But Julia with the Julia countered though by Louise. Louise sent her down. Oh, kick right back down. Lulu, what's she thinking here? Big neck breaker. Not wasting time though. Big splash down to go for the cover. There's one. There's two. Kick out at two. The smart Julia thinking like a champion, rolling to the outside, buying herself some time as Louise Bates is down 1-0. If Louise Bates gives up another fall to Julia Hattrick, she loses her Women's IC title. Uh-oh. Julia now. Try to go for a move, but Louise had it scouted. Big elbows to the face. Oh, try to go for a tilt-a-whirl. No, she couldn't connect on it. And Louise Bates sends her down with the Hurricane Rana. Into the cover. Hooks the outside leg. There's one. There's two. Kick out at two. Big elbow right to the face. Kick down. Lulu's going for the fairy tale ending. Can she connect? Yes, she can! Into the cover. Ref's in position. Hooks the leg. There's one. There's two. Kick out at two still. Still, Lulu can't find a way to put Julia away, but I think this could do it. Oh, grabbing her by the head. Drives her down to the mat. Fills her over. Goes to the cover. Hooks the outside leg. There's one. There's two. Lulu, no! Still not enough. Even after all of that damage, she still can't manage to get a single fall on Julia Hattrick as Julia ducked the kick. Julia trying to go for a chokeslam, driving down with the reverse DDT, countered by Lulu. And Lulu, just like myself, is going, excuse me, I need to gain my breath. Lulu not wasting any time, going for it again, but this time Julia Hattrick had it well scouted. Julia, backbreaker! That's the same move that won her the first one. Can she do it again? It's a leg. There's one. Two. Not even a 2 count. Louise Bates is just unreal. Not even a 2 count after all that damage that she took. Sweeps the leg. Going for the moonsault. Connecting. What a beautiful moonsault by Lulu. Oh, but Julia right back on the attack. But so is Lulu. Big kick right to the chest. Nice little takedown. Kick right to the back, but Julia no-selling it. Gets right back up on her feet. Julia now tries to trap the head. Lulu has it. Lulu now going for it. What the hell? Holy shit! Package pile driver! Smart though! Smart way as Julia rolls to the outside of the ring. She knew she had a chance to lose a fall there, and she smartly rolled on the outside. Genius. And now Julia's psyching herself up. She knows she's just one fall away from winning the Intercontinental Championship for a second time as she continues to rain punches into the chest of the champion. Oh, Lulu pipped up back on her feet. What's she thinking here? Irish whip into the corner. Lulu. Ooh, Irish whip. Big clothesline. Takedown. Beautiful move. Lulu goes for the cover. Hooks the leg. There's one. There's two. Kick out of two. Still, she couldn't get a first fall. She could not get her first fall in. This is going to grow to be a problem. Lulu should be going for another fairy tale ending. Yes, she can. And now dragging her away, further away into the cover. Hooks the outside leg. There's one. There's two. Finally, Lulu gets on the board. We are tied at one apiece. The next fall wins the Women's Intercontinental Championship. Irish whip into the corner. Oh, cannot go for a move. Kipped right back off. Pushed off by Lulu. Lulu now trying to go for an arm trap. Could not work on it. Oh, backbreaker! Oh, man. Into the cover. This could do it. Here, there's one. There's a new champion. No, kick out of two. So weird saying new champion with Julia, as she's become so synonymous with the women's IC title. And Julia taken down by Louise Bates. Irish whip right into the turnbuckle. And Lulu, beautiful takedown. Oh man, kick right to the head. As Julia is starting to control this matchup here. Stomp away, now just driving the foot into the chest of Lulu. As we are now one fall away from determining the women's IC champion. Both women have taken one fall apiece. The next fall wins the match. Oh, big punch, big elbow, big punch again. Beautiful drop kick. Julia gets back up on her feet. Big punch though. And now Julia takes down Lulu. Again, goes for that claw hold, goes for that submission. Lulu's not having any of it. She's trying so desperately to get back up on her feet. She does here. And now Lulu could be setting up for a win here. Big takedown. Oh, smart again. Rolls to the outside. Julia's in there waiting. Big elbow right to the face. Tried to go for a cutter. Did not work. Lulu's got her. Lulu's got her. Back statement. What the hell? Back statement by Lulu. But oh, the ropes are right there. Oh, the ropes are just there. They were right there the whole time. Sending a message. She can pin her anytime she wanted. And that's a do it. Drive her down again. Turn her over. Hooks the leg. There's one. There's two. Louise Bates retains the Women's Intercontinental Championship. Oh my God. So much fight by both women. Congratulations, as ladies and gentlemen, your winner and still the Women's Intercontinental Champion, Louise Bates. She calls herself the legendary Dumbass Does It Again, successfully beating Julia Hattrick after being down 1-0, wins 2 straight falls, and remains the Women's IC Champion. And now she's starting to celebrate along with everyone in this capacity crowd here tonight. They're loving every minute of this. And as she normally says, you love to see it. You just love to see it. Wow. Congratulations to Lulu here. As ladies and gentlemen, we're only just getting started here in WPW. It's only just beginning. If you thought that match was great, I want you to stay put, because coming up next is going to be another banger as two men look to gain momentum ahead of the Lottery Rumble. Zack Quinn, Adam Rage. That match is next.
Don't stop, we're up now. Don't stop, there's so much to be found.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Super Show. We just saw a fantastic championship matchup between Louise Bates and Julia Hattrick. And now we're going to continue on with some great action as coming to the stage is one of WPW's originals. The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first from Dover, Delaware, he is the heart and soul of World Pro Wrestling, Zack Quinn. Zack Quinn, who has been around here for quite some time, entering his first Lottery Rumble matchup. We've done the Lottery Rumble idea before at the first ever breakdown. The Lottery Rumble was supposed to be an idea to get new stars a chance to show their might on the WPW shows to get themselves a contract. Now it has moved to a full-fledged Rumble match, and I asked Zack earlier, how is his knee and does he think he has the endurability to last in the Rumble? He told me, simply put, he plans on winning the whole damn thing, no problem. A confident Rainey is a good Rainey in my opinion. But as I mentioned before, it's 40 men. So Zack Rainey's going to have to face 39 other competitors to get to this opportunity, to get a shot at the Undisputed Championship at the Lottery Rumble. Not the Lottery Rumble, at the Supercharge. And speaking of the Lottery Rumble, here's a man who I feel a lot of people are sleeping on. Introducing his opponent, he is the Nightmare, Adam Rage! Rage has been, quite frankly, on a bit of a winning streak. He has been a guy who I feel everybody should be keeping an eye on. This man has had history in this company. He's been duking it out with some of the greatest wrestlers this company has to offer, and now with 39 other men standing in his way of immortality. Let's be honest here. Rage knows the risk. Rage is one of those guys who knows the risk when it comes to these type of environments, these type of stipulations, these type of matches. He's also the type of guy who just doesn't give a damn. And when I tried to ask him earlier today, man to man, how does he feel about going into this Lottery Rumble? He didn't tell me anything. In fact, he didn't even say a word. He's had that wide-eyed stare that made me really believe that he's focusing on one thing: winning a headlining Supercharged, becoming the Undisputed Champion. Something I feel he can definitely do, especially if he puts his mind to it. But this matchup is to see if these men can build some momentum ahead of that Lottery Rumble matchup. We're 1 month away. He's gonna have plenty of downtime as Zack Rainey finishes off with a nice little chop, sends him into the corner, and Rainey into the recoil. Already with the recoil on the Adam Rage, and Zack Rainey now gonna drag him into the middle of the ring, and he's gonna go for the cover early here. There's a cover, kick at it, nothing though. Zack Rainey, a former multi-time original Grand Prix champion, former tag team champion. In fact, the only championship he has never won in the original WPW, hell, in his entire career, no doubt, has been a world championship. So a chance to win the Lottery Rumble and become the champion is, quite frankly, the only thing that is on this man's mind right now. Oh God, something else is on his mind. There was a kick right to the skull. Adam Rage with a Pele kick straight to Zack Rainey. Of course, Zack's right. Chris Rainey is going to be in that matchup. When I asked him about it earlier today, he didn't give me any insight on how him and his brother are going to handle it. But judging from past experiences, I don't think it really cares. I don't think neither of them care that both of them men are going to be in that Rumble. I think they only care about one thing, and that's winning the whole damn thing. And you got to account so many different ideas, so many different people are going to be in that Rumble match. Not only are the entire roster, with the exception of Jayy Knight and Goldman, going to be in it, but there's also got to acknowledge there's a few other surprises that I have sprinkled in every now and then. Zack Rainey just busted Adam Rage wide open with that kick right to the head, and now Rainey lifts him up with the deadlift into a powerbomb. Rainey now try to go for a move. Big knee right to the chest. And oh God, what a super kick! And now Rage thinking of something here. Big kicks right to the head. And Rage with a beautiful move right to the head. And now Rage just pummeling Zack Quinn here tonight. Still to come, ladies and gentlemen. The World Tag Team Championships will be on the line. Prestige, Matt Bailey, and Philip Sheffield will go to war against Christian Gerald and Adam White of the Prestige. Shade Robinson has been given the night off. Speaking of the tag champions, the women's tag champions are also going to be in action. Well, one half of them at least, as Emily Parker goes dukes it out against Jayy Knight. Johnathan Reid, of course, will be facing off against Zack Quinn. A chance for Reid to get some revenge on Quinn for the words that Quinn had to say about Reid's wife the last time we was on the air for the Super Show. Is a beautiful German suplex from Zack Quinn. He takes down Adam Rage. Now lifting him up. Rainey now tried to go for a move, but big punch right to the head by Rage. Rage now, kick right to the chest. Oh man, what a beautiful move by Rainey. Taking down Adam Rage. Goes directly into the cover. This could be the end of the matchup here. There's one. Kick out. Rainey looking shocked and confused. He needs to keep his head in the game as Rainey has him on the shoulders. What is he possibly thinking here? Oh, sent him into the post like snake eyes. Now try to stomp away at him, but he went to the outside. And now Rainey's meeting Rage at the outside. And Rage sent him into the ground with a DDT. This match is fast and furious here, ladies and gentlemen. As Rage now try to go for the DDT again, but Rainey with a Russian leg sweep. An Irish whip back inside the ring as the matchup shall continue. Both of these men looking and trying to gain as much momentum as possible. Ooh, try to go for the knee. Try to go for that knee. Did not work. Snapdragon suplex by Rainey. Big stomp down. Rainey now going for the deadlift. Trying to go for the gut wrench suplex here. Up and down into the cover and sit down powerbomb. Into the cover though. But Rainey shoulders it down. Kick out at 2 by Adam Rage. Woo. Rage with the beautiful kick out at 2, saving himself the match, but a big knee takes him out. Duck underneath, big clothesline by Adam Rage. Rage continuing the assault here. Rage now picking up Zack Rainey. Rage now, Irish whip into the ropes, pop up. Oh, what a cutter! Rage is psyching himself up after that cutter into the cover. Hooks the leg. There's 1. There's 2. Kick out at 2. Oh man, that was so close. And stomping away as Adam Rage now. Oh, nice stun gun though by Zack. Rainey tried to go for a move. Did not work. Nice takedown by Rainey. Big knee right to the back. And Adam Rage now continuing to work on the back of Zack Rainey. Rage now continuing to work on that back. Continuing to dissect him here. Rage now, tipped him off and turns him off there. Kick right to the head. Zack Rainey now summoning Rage back up on his feet. Try to go for that knee. Did not work. Oh, what a knee of his own! Adam Rage caught Rainey with a knee of his own, and that only angered Rainey. Big kick to the back. Rage picks him up, kick right to the gut. What is he thinking here? Oh, what a backstabber. He gets back up on his feet, and again a knee right to the head. Oh, Rage setting him up, perhaps. Big knee again, the Kinshasa connects. Oh, what a spinning heel kick by Adam Rage. Into the cover, hooks the leg. There's 1, there's 2, the kick out of 2. So close there, that was almost to be in a 3 count. Adam Rage putting out some new innovative offense, and Rage hears voices in his head. Could be signaling for it. Goes to the counter. No, cannot connect on it. Rage now off the ropes. Man with a beautiful spike down with the Hurricane Rana. Lifted him up. Rainey now pushing Rage off of him. Rainey's got him up. Oh, Code Blue! Code Blue by Zack! Into the cover. Looks like there's 1. There's 2. Kick out at 2. So close. That move has won Zack Rainey so many championships in his career. But Rainey's going to the top rope. Rainey now. Frog splash, but the knees are up. Oh, the knees were up and Zack could not connect on it completely. Irish whip, but the referee is now down. Now both men are vying for position here. Rage takes him down. Rage now, what's he got planned? Rage off the ropes. Big knee busting Zack wide open. Tit for tat, why not? Into the cover, hooks the leg, there's 1. There's 2, kick out of 2. So much fast-paced action here tonight. Well, this is only the 2nd match, ladies and gentlemen. That's the thing. We have so much more to come here tonight. Oh, blocked though. Rainey now ducks underneath into the Pele kick. Right to the back of the neck. And Rainey celebrating his feet here. Oh, but Rage dropped the shoulder into the rolling through, into the cover, hooks the leg. There's 1, there's 2, and the kick out of 2. It was almost over right there. Rage has him. Dragon suplex. Nope, try to go for the both chop, but did not work. Rainey has him up on the shoulders. What is he thinking here? Sent him up. Oh, into the snake eyes. Rage gets back up. Rainey has him down. Oh, what a suplex, dropping Rage on his neck. Oh, trying to go for that knee. Did not work though. Rage has him. Trying to go for the suplex. And connects on it. And tit for tat. Rage drops Zack straight on his neck. Oh, and a spinning heel kick again. And this time it's Rage who's going to rush in for the cover. There's 1. There's 2. 3. No, the kick out of 2. Was so close. 2 and 8. 2 and 8/10 at the least. And Rage now with a beautiful combination. Beautiful Pele kick right to the head. And now Zack Rainey rolls to the outside of the ring trying to buy himself some time before Rage continues on the assault. And Rage is just bothering to allow himself to be sacrificed here. And Rage taken down. And Rainey wasting a little time. That taunt could have cost Rage the matchup. There's 2. Kick out of 2. So close. But Rage finally gets up. Zack now. What is he planning? A big elbow to the face. Big punch to the back. Rage now. What is he thinking? Oh, God. Nice takedown by Rage. Into the cover. Hooks the leg. There's 1. There's 2. Kick out of 2 again. Oh, Rainey gets back up on his feet. Big knee to the side of the head again of Zack. Zack now. Oh, and a standing corkscrew senton into the cover. Trying to make the win here. Hooks the leg. There's 1. There's 2. Kick out of 2 again. Rainey now continuing on the damage here. Rainey has him up. What is he thinking? Oh, draped onto the top rope. He's trying to go for the ataxia there. Did not work. Rainey and Rage brawling. Recoil by Zack. Zack dragging him into the middle of the ring. Rage gets back up on his feet. Rainey now. Nice takedown. Gotta go for a move. Big elbow to the face. Oh, what a super kick by Adam Rage. And Rage now, oh my God. Unorthodox offense, they're big headbutts to the head. And now, Rage picks him up, spinning heel kick again. Oh my God, I think that one knocked him out. Into the cover, 1, the 2, and that's it. Adam Rage stands tall against Zack Quinn. Those kicks to the head, that constant abuse, those headbutts, and then finally that swift kick straight to the head that sealed the victory. Nothing to be ashamed of if you're Zack, but my God, there's just no planning with this man, Adam Rage. He just constantly goes after you. What a match that was, though. Both men performing at their peak. Adam Rage gets his hand raised in victory. Congratulations to Adam Rage here tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, we're only just getting started. Coming up next, it is a battle of David versus Goliath. Mizuna Kurosaki versus Psycho Jayy. And that match is next. Don't go anywhere for more World Pro Wrestling action.
Help me, no I can't help myself. Help me to believe that I'm somebody else. Not some fucking addict who can't dream cause his habits are chopped up on a table till he screams, let me have it. Fuck it, what's a life anyway? You hear about that kid who died again today, I'd pull my fucking guts out just to make you understand that I've become a ghost. I am a ghost, I'm not a man. Why can't I fucking say it? They'd say that I'm insane, but in the song they play it cause they understand the pain. What the fuck is going on?
Ladies and gentlemen, we're back here on WPW, and this will certainly be an interesting match to say the very least. For the first time, I think, since Breakdown, it's time to introduce the phenomenal Enigma. The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, she is the phenomenal Enigma, Mizuna Kurosaki. First time since Breakdown we've seen this young lady here tonight. She is full of energy, full of hyper energy here tonight, as she goes to face against, quite frankly, her biggest test yet, Psycho Jayy. It's gonna be one of those matches I don't believe that will test Mizuna to the very limits of her ability. And in my opinion, if there is any big way to gain momentum ahead of the Lottery Rumble, what better way to do it than beat Psycho Jayy, who, by the way, has been announced as the #1 entrant into the Lottery Rumble for the women. So we already know who's #1. That was announced, of course, by Christian Gerald, and it wasn't a way, in his words, it wasn't a way to punish Jade. No, it was a way to encourage her. Yeah, whatever the fuck that means. See Gerald later tonight as he defends the World Tag Team Championships with Adam White against Syndicate. Still to come also, Jayy Knight, the Undisputed Champion, in action against Hunter Quinn, the Grand Prix Champion. In a champion versus champion main event as Psycho Jayy makes her way down the ring. And her opponent, Psycho Jayy. Jade has been in a foul mood ever since the last Super Show, where she was attacked by, of all people, of all fucking people, Christian Gerald. Gerald has been a thorn in the side of Jade for quite some time after Jade attacked him at Breakdown and again at the first Super Show back. Jade said in her words she's doing this to right the injustices that Gerald has committed as the general manager. She feels that Gerald does not deserve this spot and she'll do anything in her power to bug on him more enough so he will just quit. I don't think there's going to be any quit in Gerald. And in that same breath, I don't think there's going to be any quit in this young lady. They're going to be in action at the Lottery Rumble, so this is the best way to gain some much needed momentum. Oh shit! Psycho Jade, the #1 entrant in the Lottery Rumble. Will she be able to run the gauntlet and win the whole damn thing and get her shot at the Women's World Championship? In my opinion, if that happens, that becomes Christian Gerald's worst nightmare. But you have to account for the rest of the women on the roster who will be in it as well. Serenity is going to be in it. Amber Reed will be in it. A lot of women in this matchup who I feel have a very great chance of winning that match as Kawabo tied by both women. Jade pushes Mizuna into the corner and Jade gets a clean break by the referee. Okay, to the gut by Mizuna. Trying everything in her power. X Factor stun gun, but it only knocks her down to her knee, and now she's finally down. Took her a while, but she's finally down. Now Mizuna working on the body here of Psycho Jade. This is going to be an uphill battle from the start. And Jade is just taking her down. Mizuna now. Nice up here. Mizuna into the beautiful move. Oh, try to go for a move, blocked and countered by Psycho Jade. Jade now, who has won her past couple of matches, has yet to be, I wouldn't say has yet to be pinned, I would more than say has yet to be challenged or tested. Like Kristen Gerald has tried to test her on numerous occasions. Big punch to the head by Psycho Jade. Jade now in the cover, kick out at 1. No, kick right back down by Psycho Jade as Mizuna gets tried to pick back up on her feet. Nice little takedown, and now Jade is just raining down punches and punishment onto the head of Mizuna Kurosaki. Well, you know Mizuna's sister Yuki is going to probably be watching this matchup live at her home as she tries to recuperate in time for the Lottery Rumble. Atomic drop though by Mizuna. Mizuna rolls through, trying to go for a trap submission here. Got the Boston Crab in, cinched in deep, but Jade. Oh, Jade tried to turn it around and get out of it, and big kick to the head. Gets right back out of it. Oh, nice takedown though. Trying to go for a big move. Nice move right there by Mizuna Kurosaki. Big punch there by Jade. Jade blocked though by Mizuna, and Mizuna again meets her with an atomic drop. Oh, this time with a back suplex. And now into the cover. Can Mizuna pull off the upset? No, kick out at 1. Mizuna now. Go for the takedown. Backs away into a beautiful move right there. And I'm just being informed that Jayy Knight has entered the building here. He will be in action later tonight in your main event as a nice front suplex by Mizuna takes down Psycho Jade. And now the world is starting to realize as Mizuna gets in another cinched in deep Boston Crab, but she has to let it go because of the ropes. The world is starting to realize there is a chance here for Mizuna to pick up the victory here tonight. Oh, atomic drop again. It took a while, but Mizuna finally gets Jade back down on the ground. And Jade, smart lady, sweeping the leg, getting her back in the offensive front here. Oh, punch blocked by Mizuna. Mizuna with the big forearm right to the face. What's she thinking here? Going for a powerbomb. Oh, but Mizuna blocked it. Jade blocked it. Oh my God, what a kick to the head. That's gotta be it. This one. Kick out at 1. God, he almost kicked her head off with that move. And a super kick 1 and 2 to the back of the head of Mizuna Kurosaki. As now Jayy is just going to try to toy with her at this point. Going for the neck breaker, connects on it. And now slowly but surely this is turning into Mizuno's worst nightmare. She's allowing Jayy to get back in this matchup, and that is not good. That is scary. Oh my, little trouble in paradise! Now dragging her into the middle of the ring, trying to turn her over, gets into the cover, there's one, kick out. Roll through though, Mizuno gets back up, big punch to the head. Jayy, what's she thinking? They're trying to go for another super kick, did not work. Irish whip off the ropes, into the beautiful flying clothesline. And Mizuno with a full splash there, trying to get back into this matchup. Off the ropes. Oh, what a splash! Doesn't go for the cover though. A lot of strategy there by Mizuno. Kick right down. Mizuno now into the DDT! And now gonna run to her aid. Goes for the cover. Hooking the leg. There's one. Kick out. And now getting back up on her feet. Jayy now, oh no, Jayy's got her caught toward the islands! Into the cover, hooks the leg, there's one, there's two, kick out at two! Jayy is beside herself, she can't believe it. But now Jayy's starting to get back into it though. She's starting to realize now may be her time, but Mizuno pushes her away. Mizuno taking down, drop toe hold into the second rope. And now Jayy just choking her away with that. Oh no, she's biting her hand. Oh my god. Oh, Mizuno blocked it though. Big punch by Mizuno. Roll through again. Into the drop toe hold again by Psycho Jayy. Continuing to work that strategy and now tossed on the outside of the ring. Now Jayy trying to figure out what's next for her. As she watches Mizuno suffer on the outside. Now decides to go right back after her. With Mizuno though, big punch though. She's trying to fight back. She's trying to find her swag here. Goes back inside the ring. Now Mizuno picking her up. Could be going for a big move. Kick right to the back of the leg though. Oh, what a super kick. Into the cover. Hooks the leg. There's one. There's two. Kick out at two. Mizuno's still down. Gets back up finally. But only... Uh-oh. Wait a minute. Mizuno! Mizuno! She's got her! Styles Clash! This could do it! The episode of a lifetime is here! Kick out at two! Oh man, what a kick out at two. Mizuno was that close to getting the upset. Oh, now Mizuno's trying to fight back here. She's trying to fight back. Mizuno taking her down. Going for the double leg drop. Into the drop kick. And now Mizuno is fired up. Kick to the gut, Mizuno now. Going for the X Factor jawbreaker again. Now picking her up is Mizuno. Oh, nice takedown there by Jayy. Jayy now figuring out where the next move is. Oh, kick to the gut, blocked by Mizuno. Mizuno turns her around into the atomic drop. Going for the Irish whip off the ropes, but she couldn't do anything. She couldn't do it. And now pushed off though. Uh-oh. Mizuno lifting her up. My God, the strength! He's just slamming her down. The strength of Mizuno, but again, Jayy knocking her down. And again, there you see why I say David versus Goliath. Oh my God. Cataclysm! Driving her down to the canvas. That's gotta be it. Count to 100 if you can. Kick out of two, are you kidding me? Jayy normally beats her opponents with that move. Oh no, she's beating her now. She's got her now, the mandible claw locked in. But I think she's too close to the ropes. I think she is way too close to the rope. Referee's gonna count it anyways, but again, Mizuna kicks out. Oh, kick to the gut though. And now Jade, what does she got planned here? Going for a powerbomb. She's got her in a powerbomb position, but Jade's back is giving way. She couldn't get the powerbomb position done perfectly. Takedown by Jade. What's she thinking here? Jade's gonna have to figure out a way to get this matchup done and fast because Mizuna is proving too much of a threat for her. Oh, kick down, just taking her down with that swift kick. Oh, kick right to the back of the head though. And now trying to lift her up is Psycho Jade. One of the women who will be a part of the Lolly Rumble, the #1 entrant in the Rumble matchup, as Mizuna now is being taken to town by this iconic maniac. And again, Psycho Jade being taken down by Mizuna, the arm drag. Oh, try to go for a move, blocked though by Jade. What's she think here? Trying to take her down, nice move right there. Oh, but Jade has her blocked, trying to go for a Magna Claw here. Oh, what a takedown by Mizuna! Oh, but Jade's got her in the roll-up position. Got her in the roll-up position. 1, there's 2. Kick out at 2. Jade realizing that she needs to continue this matchup and she needs to get this win now. She cannot afford to mess around with Mizuna Kurosaki here tonight because that will be her undoing. Especially if she let this matchup continue on the way it has. Nice little push right there. Trying to do whatever she can to pick up the victory is Mizuna Kurosaki. Now tossing her on the outside. And now Jade again tossing her back inside the ring. Doing what she can here. Jade, oh my God, just dropping her on her neck. Are you, oh my, that was not pretty whatsoever. Okay, to the back though. Jade, that wasn't pretty. That wasn't pretty, sis. Oh my God. Oh, Mizuna though. Oh, atomic drop again. Going for the Irish whip. Can she connect on a move here? Go for the belly to belly, but Mizuna getting to break the eyes though. Jade drew her claws into the eyes of Mizuna. And now again with that claw right to the head. And Mizuna's trying to fight back, but I don't think it works in a Trouble in Paradise! Taking her down, flat on her face! This has to be it. This has to be it. Pull the curtain on this one. There's 1, there's 2. Kick out at 2, you kidding me? Wow. Mizuna, oh no, this has to be it. Toward Islands! Cover! 2! Kick out again by Mizuna! Oh, Jade's getting frustrated. Jade is getting pissed. Everything Jade is trying to do, it doesn't work. Mizuna just won't die. She's continuing to fight. Uh-oh. Going for something here. Oh, driving her into the middle rope. The most dangerous of ropes. Oh, Mizuna trying to go for a cutter there. Blocked by Jade. Jade, though, big punch by Mizuna. Kick to the gut. Going for the X-Factor jawbreaker again. Connects on it. And will that be able to be enough? Will Mizuna be able to continue this fight against Psycho Jade? At some point, the human body can only withstand so much, and Mizuna's already taken a lot of damage. Big punch by Jade. Oh my Lord, what a slap. But again, Mizuna's able to fight back. Irish whip, Mizuna now trying to go for a move, but again, Jade with driving the knee into the chest. And again, Mizuna finding it any way she can to counteract the attack. But again, Psycho Jade looks to be back on top. You have to hand it to Mizuna. She's being resourceful. using any possible tactic she can. Then you see it again, the reversal. Any type of tactic she can do to continue to reverse and continue to counteract what Psycho Jade is doing. I admire it. Ooh, nice takedown again by Mizuna. Oh, Mizuna pushed away by Jade. Big shot by Jade. Kick to the gut. Jade now, what's she thinking for that neck breaker? Connects on it! Oh, kick to the gut. Jade now, what is she thinking? Go for that neck breaker one more time and connecting on it! Oh, trying to go for a move, but Mizuna again. Well, Scotty, clothesline in the corner! Oh no, Jade taking her down! Mizuna continuing to fight, but I don't think Jade is ready for a fight. She's ready to end this in a beautiful drop kick by Mizuna. And now she's working the arm of Jade. Smart move, she can't use the mandible claw. If she continues to work on that arm, the mandible claw will be practically useless. Smart move by Mizuna. Mizuna pushing her away. Mizuna! What's she thinking for? Oh, trying to go for the suplex, but she couldn't connect on it. And Psycho Jade with the tilt to a Hurricane Rana. Any and everything that Jade has tried in this matchup has failed. So she's digging deep into the bag of tricks. Beautiful combination. And then again with the bite by Jade. This animalistic fight that Jade is bringing in. And Jade with a beautiful move, my God. It is so rare that Jade digs into this deep of a bag of tricks, but she needs to for an opponent as good as Mizuna. Mizuna trying to lift her up in a style. She doesn't go for the alley-oop bomb. Mizuna Kurasaki's doing everything she can into the drop kick. This is insane. Oh, but Jade again with the big kick. Jade needs to get separation. If I am Jade, I need to end this. Get the mandible claw on. End this matchup. Oh, she's trying to go for the mandible claw. Going for the choke slam. Did not connect on it. Mizuna had it well scouted. Mizuna, twist of fate. Twist of fate. Twist of fate. Trying to drag her into the middle of the ring. Into the cover of the leg. There's one. There's two. Three. No. Can't get it two. Still not enough. Oh my God, still not enough. Mizuna still trying to fight. Mizuna connects on that punch. Beautiful drop kick down. Oh, Mizuna, the wheels are turning. The wheels are turning. The adrenaline is pumping. Jade is in the drop zone. Mizuna, swanton bomb. Come on, my Mizuna. There's one. There's two. She's done it. Oh my God. Mizuna Kurosaki with the biggest win of her career so far in its company with the pinfall victory over Goliath, over Psycho Jade. Mizuna Kurosaki, you heard me right. Mizuna Kurosaki has just pinned Psycho Jade. Wow. Congratulations, Mizuna. That is a really amazing effort by her. Congratulations, man. What a match. Ladies and gentlemen, don't go anywhere. We still have more WPW action coming your way momentarily. Next up, I do believe it is the Internet Championship Invitational. Who is going to step up to face off against Kyle Young for the Internet Heavyweight Championship title? And what the hell? Wait a minute! What the hell is going on here? Oh my. Hold the phone! Hold everything! Violet Shaw's heading to the ring! And Jade's in the ring. Mizuna left to celebrate. I saw her walk past me and... Oh, Jade's still in the ring, and I don't think these two women are done with their beef. A lot of unfinished business in this entrance here. Oh my God. And there you see the stare down. Psycho Jade, Violet Shaw, staring whole into one another. The referee needs to separate these two women now before all hell breaks loose. Oh, this is gonna be good. This is gonna be good. Ladies and gentlemen, you're gonna have to, and they're going at it! They're going at it! Jade and Shaw! And Jade pipes Shaw out of the outside of the ring! And Shaw wants no part of the psychotic one tonight! Oh my God. Shaw's walking to the outside of the ring, but here comes Jade! We gotta go to commercial break! We'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen! Well, we just had to separate those two women. My God. Shaw and Jade are not done with each other, not by a long shot. And you have to believe that those two are likely to be the favorites heading into the Lottery Rumble matchup, as one of those women will gain a world championship opportunity in the near future if they so win. But coming up after this, coming out to the ring, is someone who's already looking for one. The following tag team match is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, she is the #1 contender to the WPW Women's World Championship, Ashley Lynn. The Battle of the Champions versus the Challengers. Ashley Lynn won one of the biggest matches of her career just on the last airing of the Super Show. She pinned Amber Reid to become the #1 contender to the Women's World Championship. And she will be facing Kellyanne Sky at the Lottery Rumble for the World Championship, which will be on the line. A huge opportunity for a woman who has been here since day one. And speaking of a woman that's been here since day one, she is the winner of the first ever Queen of the Ring tournament and the winner of the first ever Women's Television Championship. Introducing her tag team partner, she is the #1 contender for the Women's Television Championship, Serenity. Now originally the plan was for Serenity and Kristie Redding to get their match out of the way tonight. However, Christian Gerald thought against it and decided to put these two women in a tag team match against the champions and have Serenity versus Kristie Redding be appearing at the Lottery Rumble itself. But an odd decision there by the GM, but a decision nonetheless that I think we all just gotta deal with at this point. So coming out now is the woman that Serenity will hopefully try to take the championship off of. It is Kristie Redding. Introducing her opponents first. She is the WPW Women's Television Champion, Kristie Redding. Kristie Redding, one half of the champions team here tonight. She is the women's TV champion, her first championship. A championship she defended proudly against Callie Casey the last time we was on the air. A championship that I have a feeling she will try to hold on to for dear life. I talked to her a while ago and she said that she feels accomplished and she's ready to defend this championship at all costs against any and all challengers. She welcomes Serenity's challenge at the Lottery Rumble. A big opportunity for her. Oh, come on! Oh, come on! Oh, wait a minute. Oh, god damn it. Oh, god damn it. I've started a movement, haven't I? This is what I get for showing up to Access Wrestling with this same fucking music. Oh my god. Oh, she got the shirt and the hat. And her opponent and her tag team partner, representing the Pingu World Order. Damn right. She is the WPW Women's World Champion, Kelly and Sky. The Women's World Champion rocking a shirt that I made, repping the Pingu World Order, the PWO in SuperShow. It was only a matter of time, honestly. Access Wrestling got blessed with this shit by myself, and it was only a matter of time before someone on my roster ended up doing it. I'm happy it's Kelly though, one of the biggest supporters of Pingu, the OG Pingu supporter. But let's not talk about that. Let's talk about the fact that Kelly and Sky is the inaugural Women's World Champion. She's been the champion ever since the title was introduced. She won the tournament to win this championship, and now she gets to go face to face against the same woman who I do believe has a huge opportunity to make history of her own. Well, I'm hearing here, for the first time ever, Kelly and Sky and Serenity will face off against each other in one-on-one in tag team form here. I don't think they've ever faced one-on-one though. That's something to keep note of, as Kelly and Sky with a beautiful back suplex, going for the cover, hooks the leg, kick out at one. There's a huge chance for both champions and challengers to participate in this entire ordeal. However, Kristie Redding and Serenity are the only two women in this matchup who will be a part of the Lottery Rumble. So we may be able to see Ashley Lynn. We may see Ashley Lynn versus Serenity, or Serenity versus Kelly and Sky for the Women's World Championship at Supercharge. And the same thing goes for Kristie if one of them manages to win the whole damn thing. Again, the only people who are not allowed in the Rumble matches this year, we'll cover real quick here to cover one, kick out. The only people that are not allowed in the Rumble matches for both divisions, right, and Supernova, are the ones competing in the World Championship matches. So Jayy Knight and Goldman can't compete in the Rumble, as well as Kelly and Sky and Ashley Lynn. The tag is made, and here comes the Women's TV Champion. As a preview of the Lottery Rumble is about to happen here, Serenity goes right up against Kristie Redding. I talked to Serenity just a few weeks ago, and she told me that she feels as if the Women's TV Championship has been tainted. Ever since she lost the belt, she felt as if she needs to get it back in order to bring back legitimacy. And a tag made, here comes Ashley Lynn. Ashley Lynn just a few short weeks away from the biggest opportunity of her career here in WPW. A shot at the Women's World Championship. A chance that she felt is a long time coming, and she can definitely capitalize on it and become champion. When I asked her about the dangers and perils of facing off against Kelly and Sky, she said that she knows it will be dangerous. She knows it will be a hectic environment. She knows how challenging it will be. She's not afraid of the challenge. And that's what I like. That's what I like in the challenger. She's not afraid of the unknown, of the challenge of one of the most dominant champions in this company. It's Kelly and Sky just watches as Ashley Lynn just folds Kristie up like a pretzel and slams her down. Tag made, and Kelly and Sky watches as Ashley Lynn goes to the top rope. She jumps off it, and Kelly and Sky knocks her down with the clothesline. Huge matchup here as every champion is in action here tonight, with the exception of Yuki Kurosaki, who is still recovering at home after multiple bruised ribs. What a spear by Kelly though, into the cover. Referee needs to get in position. There's one, kick out. Yuki suffered multiple bruised ribs at the hands of Julia Hattrick, a reluctant Julia Hattrick, mind you, during their last match at the SuperShow. However, Emily Parker will be in her place here tonight, as she will do battle against Jayy Knight. Both Yuki and Emily prepare to defend their women's tag team titles at the Lottery Rumble in a ladder match. Still to come, Johnathan Reid will go against Zack Quinn, as Quinn is not only trying to stop Reed's path, but also prove that Reid is going soft, whereas Reid is trying to defend his wife after the remarks that Zack Quinn made on the mic last couple of shows ago. Kelly and Sky has her up on their feet and again draping her over the top rope. So to come later tonight, the World Tag Team Championships will be on the line. Not the Women's World Tag Titles, the Men's World Tag Titles. As Syndicate will defend against Prestige. And then, of course, your main event, Jayy Knight versus Hunter Quinn, Grand Prix Champion versus Undisputed Champion. tag main. In comes the women's TV champion, Kristie Redding. And Ashley Lynn trying to crawl for a tag, I think. But I don't think Serenity's reaching her hand down the... Oh my God. Kick to the back. Now she's targeting the knee. Big knees. Big punches right to that knee. And Kristie is starting to feel it here tonight. Yeah, you can see she's starting to feel the energy here tonight from this capacity crowd. Again, this is a weird strategy here. Serenity's not even tagging her nor partner. Ashley Lynn's trying to gang for a tag, but she's not getting it. Oh, tag made. In comes Chris, in comes Kelly. As Kelly and Sky and Ashley Lynn back in the ring once more against each other. As Ashley Lynn tilts a wall DDT by the #1 contender. Lynn now Irish whip into the corner. What is she thinking here? As she sends Serenity off the ropes. Ashley Lynn now thinking to dive through the ropes, going for the DDT, and she connects on it! The fans are right, this is awesome. Oh, move right there by Ashley Lynn, taking down the champ. And Lynn's starting to gain confidence every single week I see her on television. She's starting to gain more and more confidence and have a feeling like she can do this. She can pull off what many are going to call the upset. And now the tag is made, in comes Serenity. Now Serenity reaches out the hand for the tag. Sky now, beautiful transition, beautiful arm drag by the Women's World Champion. Big kick right to the head though by Serenity. Now she continues to work here on Serenity. Kellyanne Sky is in control here against #1 contender for the Women's Television Champion, as Kristie must like what she is seeing as she sees her opponent getting weakened. Oh, flip up. Kristie watches as Serenity gets taken down with the back suplex. As Kelly stands in a superwoman pose. Oh, dunk underneath. Oh, handstand. Handstand. Oh, beautiful. Hurricane Rana. Kristie watches as Kelly goes to the top rope. Top rope. Shooting star press by Kellyanne Sky. And again going to the top rope. Again. Uh-oh. I think I know what she's going for. It's been a while since we've seen this move. Kelly going for it. Sky high. Into the cover. There's one. There's two, and a kick out of two. And you notice Ashley Lynn didn't try to break up the pinfall there. And she's trying to be in this matchup just to scout, and that's it. As Serenity takes her down with a beautiful neck breaker. Imagine if Serenity pins the Women's World Champion. How much of a boost that would be as Serenity goes to the DDT. That's what won the television title in the first place. Into the cover, hooks the leg. There's the cover, there's one. Broken up by Kristie Redding. Now you see Ashley Lynn not even trying to protect her partner, but a tag is made. I don't think neither of these women like each other as their partners. However, they understand the task at hand, which is gather as much scouting as possible for their title matches upcoming in the upcoming weeks. And Ashley Lynn now starting to gain a bit of confidence here. And now watching as Kellyanne Sky is dazed and confused, trying to go for the kick. Did not work, but Kelly connected with a kick of her own. Oh, blocked the kick. Sweep through. Oh, nice little takedown. Lifting her up. Beautiful takedown by Ashley. Another takedown by Ashley. A duck underneath the clothesline. Beautiful jumping clothesline of her own. And now Kellyanne Sky is on the ropes. Literally. Oh, now Ashley Lynn's on the ropes. Uh-oh. Now Kellyanne Sky's going to jump off the ropes. Oh my God, what a beautiful DDT that was. She's hyping up the crowd because even she knew the crowd would love that move, and they were right. Well, Soleil, here's one, there's two, kick out of two. Wow. What a matchup this has been, ladies and gentlemen. Ashley Lynn and Kristie Redding. Ashley Lynn and Serenity versus Kristie Redding and Kellyanne Sky. And right now, Sky is again going on the outside in trap territory. Lynn now driving through the ropes into the DDT. The fans are chanting, "This is awesome." I tend to agree. Because what a match this has been. And now, Kellyanne Sky continuing to rain down punishment onto Ashley Lynn. If this be a preview of what's to come the Lottery Rumble matchup, we may never know. Oh, but Lynn keeps right back up on her feet. Ashley, beautiful kick, spinning heel kick. And now, tag is made. In comes Kristie. Kristie Redding sizing up Ashley Lynn. Oh, try to go for a move. Blocked by Ashley. Oh, dive up into a beautiful rolling cutter. And the kick right to the back. And now has her up. We'll try to go for a move. Push it off Kristie. Kristie tried to go for a move, but the kick didn't even phase her. Oh, what a Uber kick on the end of Ashley Lynn. And Lynn now is in prone position. Goes for the cover. There's one. There's two. Ashley Lynn is pinned by the Women's TV Champion. Kristie Redding pins Ashley Lynn. And if Kristie's able to do that to Serenity, she will keep her Women's TV Championship. But I think the champions took this matchup way more seriously than the competitors, than the challengers. The challengers didn't even try to save their own partners when it came to pinning predicaments. So you see the winners, the Women's World Champion, Kellyanne Sky, and the Women's TV Champion, Kristie Redding. Congratulations to both women, both champions. As ladies and gentlemen, coming up next, a huge barn burner of a night here tonight. It is going to be, let me make sure I have this card correct. Yes, indeed. Coming up next, it is the Internet Championship Invitational. Who's going to answer the call against Kyle Young? Find out next. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Super Show. We are live in Toronto, Ontario, Canada, with a huge tag team matchup on the way. After we just saw the women's division, the best of the women's division, the champs versus the challengers, it is now time for the best of 7 series to determine who will be number 1 contenders for the tag team titles. The following contest is a best of 7 tag team match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, Evan Reese, Scott Dallas, The Way. A tag team who burst on the scene during tag team turmoil. A team who I quite frankly have a lot of respect for. They are, of course, friends and family in a way of the Hattricks, Jayy and Julia Hattrick. Jayy Hattrick, who's been recovering at home with recent injuries sustained during his matches against Christian Gerald. Julia Hattrick, who was just in action earlier tonight in a losing effort for the Women's Intercontinental Championships. And they wanted me to let them know that both of these men, Reese and Dallas, will be a part of the Lottery Rumble match. If everything goes to plan, both these men will be eligible for the Rumble. 40 men will be a part of that match. The one winner of that one will face off against the undisputed champion. But now, it's time to face off against one of the best tag teams going, with a brand new member to the ranks, so to speak. So this is going to be a huge test to see if that new member can, cause a bit of flame here. Let's see what happens. As Vendetta are about to make their way to the ring. The holy music of the newly reformed, the newly reborn in his words, Johnathan Reid. And their opponents, accompanied by Johnathan Reid, the team of Justice and Sean Parker, Vendetta! The funny thing is, I talked to Johnathan Reid earlier. He's going to be keen on defeating and destroying Zack Quinn later tonight when he faces off against him in one of your main events of the evening. Johnathan Reid told me I told him I needed 2 people for the tag team best of 7. There's not going to be no alternating with just 3 members, Zeke one time with Justice, or Justice one time with Zeke, or Parker with Zeke. You needed just 2 people designated for this match. He chose Justice and Parker. He chose the new blood over the man who he's established in Zeke. I mean, of course, Zeke agreed with it, and he felt like it was the right move. I just found it a bit odd, and I found it a bit reassuring. If you're Sean Parker, you're thinking to yourself, a man who just let me into this faction, trust me that much with a major opportunity. It would be a shame if you let him down. And that's the thing, this is Sean Parker's first matchup as a member of Vendetta. So we have no idea how this dynamic will be. Sean Parker, Justice, and Johnathan Reid, all representing Vendetta. Zeke Salazar has been given the night off, courtesy of not just myself, but Johnathan Reid, who feels like Zeke put himself through so much pain through his match against Sean Kenny in the last Super Show that he feels Zeke deserves a night off. He begged me to give Zeke the night off, and that night off was granted. Still to come later tonight, ladies and gentlemen, a huge matchup of Johnathan Reid versus Zack Quinn. Then we go straight into championship territory. Hunter Quinn versus Jayy Knight in your main event. Co-main event will be for the tag team championships. Syndicate versus Prestige. But right now, Vendetta looks to go 1-up against The Way here. Call tie up between Justice and even Evan Reese. Evan Reese goes to behind. And Reese, nice little takedown. And now he grabs on the head. No, Justice with the punch right back as both men are trying to feel each other out here. Justice with the head trap. Justice now, beautiful takedown. And now Justice is trying to get Reese back up on his feet. Reese now got caught in Justice's snap suplex. Beautiful move. Justice picking up Reese. Reese now being taken up. Justice pops up and drives him down with the DDT. Beautifully done move there by Justice. The high flyer of Vendetta. Beautiful Pele kick. And of course, Justice, a longtime friend of Johnathan Reid, was a part of a team called Body Count with him back in the original WPW, beating me and one of my partners for the World's Tag Team title. So they know a thing or two about championship success with each other. And the tag made, in comes Scott Dallas. Sean Parker with the newest member of Vendetta, looking to make a huge name for himself, but he gets his knees right into the ribs. Parker, taken down with the STO. And Dallas now grabbing the head of Parker. Dallas now going for the beautiful neck breaker, connecting on it. But, beautiful neck breaker again this time. Snap variety with that neck breaker, and now Dallas picking up Sean Parker, but Parker not having any of it. Goes with a kick right into the chest. Parker now has him up in beautiful neck breaker of his own. The night is still young. It is a great night here tonight in Toronto. The last night before the Lottery Rumble. A lot of people trying to stake their claim into the higher-ups of the Lottery Rumble matchup, trying to show that they deserve to be the winner, and they deserve to be the #1 contender for the Undisputed Championship. And still to come later tonight. In fact, right after this will be the Internet Championship Invitational, Christian Crude. Exactly, I've been told It would be Crude going up against Kyle Young. Like, I know it's supposed to be a surprise, but Crude straight up told me, fuck the surprise, I'm next up. So that's going to be interesting to see. Christian Crude going after the Internet Championship, trying to do something that Brett Curtis couldn't do and win the title. Crude still holding the Gold Rush briefcase, so that's still a huge thing to keep in mind as we head to the Lottery Rumble matchup. As he goes for a cover, Justin now into the cover, there's one kick out. And the funny thing is, Crude's not only have the briefcase, he's also eligible for the Rumble match itself. So we don't know what he's going to plan here. There's a chance he may win the Rumble and then head to the Lottery Rumble and maybe lose his championship match there and cash in after the matchup ends and then become champion on that way. We never know. But we do know Crude will be going up against Kyle Young. Yes, I know it's supposed to be a surprise, but I was just told by my producers, don't spoil the surprise. Say it right now so that people can listen in, because it's Crude and he's supposed to be main event, you know? Plus he's over, I guess. I don't fucking know. The tag made, in comes Scott Dallas. Oops, trying to go for a stomp there. Misses Justice completely. Justice now has him in the trap here, pushes Dallas off his feet, and cutter with the Justice with the beautiful cutter right out of nowhere into the cover, hooks the leg, there's one, there's two, and a kick out of two by Justice. Oh, what a clothesline on the outside. Justice trying everything in his power to keep Scott Dallas down, as he tends to get Vendetta up 1-0 in this best-of-7 series. Beautiful stomp, though, by Justice as he is in the zone here. Oh, try to go for a move, block the kick, and Justice down with the sweep of the leg. Nice dragon screw. Up Justice now, Irish whipping Dallas back inside the ring. Oh, try to go for a stomp there, connect on the stomp. Justice now. Oh, beautiful suplex. Exploder suplex by Justice. And Justice going to drag Dallas into the middle of the ring. And he tried to go for the cover. Hooks the leg. There's one. Kick out. Justice still trying to get the victory here. Dallas is not letting up an inch. Irish whip into the corner. Oh, just counter that one. Dallas countered that one. He tried to go for the tag, but Justice again with the big kick to the head. And Justice now going to drag him away from his corner. Drag him into the corner of Sean Parker. But again, he couldn't get the tag in. And now Irish whip back into the corner of the way. And Scott Dallas is trying to tag in his partner, Evan Reese. But he decides against it, tossing him outside the ring. What does Dallas got planned here? Justice getting back up. Dallas measuring him. Through the ropes with a beautiful drop kick. I do agree. That is awesome. Dallas showing off his athleticism, and Justice not having any favors, but a nice little fireman's carry takeover counter there by Dallas, taking Justice down to a knee, and a beautiful drop kick, draping Justice on the apron. This is a best-of-7 series. Both teams giving everything they got here. The winner will go up 1-0. And of course, the next time they'll have a best-of-7 series matchup here will be on Riot, as Riot will make its return immediately after the Lottery Rumble. In fact, a week after the Lottery Rumble, along with Supernova. And Justice builds and run on to Scott Dallas. My God. Dallas rolls to the outside of the ring, get himself some breathing room, gets back inside the ring, and Dallas now with the fury of punches. One more punch to Justice. Irish whip, Justice with the counter of the Irish whip. Justice now down into the atomic drop. Driving the knee into the face. Tag made, in comes Evan Reese. Back and forth this matchup is going. Reese could try to go for the cover here. Cover by Reese, there's one. Kick out. I think Sean Parker's trying to get used to this whole tag team business here. He didn't even try to go break up the pinfall. That's very weird, and a super kick by Justice. Oh, look at that. Oh, I don't think Parker's liking this whole thing. I don't know, maybe Parker's trying to have second thoughts about joining this faction, because he didn't even try to go for the tag. That's very odd, and Justice trying to go for the knee, but Dallas caught. That wasn't Dallas, that was Reese. My bad. Reese caught him with a beautiful kick right to the dome piece. Into the cover. There's one. There's two. Kick out at two. And there you see again Sean Parker not helping out. I'm pretty sure this is just jitters and Justice with the code breaker. Oh no. Justice has used that move to win multiple championships during his original WPW career. Can he win the matchup here? Kick out at two by Evan Reese. The tag team division is on full display here, as both teams not letting up a single inch. Reese now going for the Irish whip. Irish whip off the ropes. Beautiful takedown. Reese now picking up Justice. Justice going for a big move. Justice going for a beautiful, god damn, taken down with that beautiful suplex. But Justice again gets back up on his feet with the kip up. And Reese is caught with the combination. Pele kick for good measure. Oh, but Justice got caught with that kick right to the dome piece. Oh, tried to go for the drop kick. Couldn't connect on it. Just tried to go for a kick. Couldn't connect. Beautiful spinning heel kick and a tag made. Scott Dallas coming in the matchup here. Dallas with a beautiful kick right to the chest. And he goes for the cover. Can he kick up the win? Here, there's one. There's two. Kick out at two. And there you see Sean Parker trying to attempt to break up the pin. He didn't quite do it, but he attempted. Just like Justice tried to attempt a super kick to the knee, but Dallas takes him down with a beautiful DDT. Into the cover, hooks the leg. There's one. There's two. Broken up by Sean Parker. And now Parker's starting to get a hang of it. Parker, Irish whip into the corner though. Justice is in peril. Big chop blocked by Justice. Justice rolls him over the knee. Big knee, one, there's two, there's three, there's four. Will fifth one be the good measure? Bingo, there it is. Will he get the tag this time? Yes, he does. Tag made. In comes Sean Parker. And Parker now. Oh, kick to the gut. Accent smash. Beautiful elbow to the face. Well, I thought he was going to go try to tag himself back out. But Parker this time staying in the matchup. And this time targeting the knee. God, those vicious strikes to the knee. What the hell is Parker thinking? Parker going to the top rope here. This is very strange. Driving the knee from the top into the face of Dallas. And now Sean Parker. Kick once again. Accent smash. Beautiful elbow to the face. Parker has him right back up. Dallas though. Dallas going for a pile driver and connects on it. Tag made. In comes Evan Reese. Evan Reese of The Way getting back in this matchup. Could secure the win for The Way here tonight. Irish whip into the corners. Parker looks to be in trouble. Oh, Evan Reese has him across the ropes, driving the knees into the chest. And now, dragging him in the middle of the ring. Goes for the cover, hooks the leg to go up 1-0 and it's on in. And kick out at two. The best of seven almost looked the way of Evan Reese and Scott Dallas. They almost got the first pinfall victory in this entire best of seven. But it is not to be, not just yet. And now Sean Parker picking up Evan Reese. Reese now on the shoulders of Parker. Beautiful big bang attack. Into the cover. There's one. There's two. Kick out at two. Broken up by Dallas as well. Evan Reese now trying his best to take down Sean Parker. But Parker lifts him up and now is walking around the ring with him with ease. The referee's trying to block him. Very weird. Get the fuck out the way, ref. Over the chop block though. Reese taking advantage. What the hell was the referee thinking? Drop kick though, dodged by Sean Parker. Parker tried to go for a kick, did not work. Big knee to the face, could not knock down Parker though. And now Parker has him by the head. And now he's trying to go for something here. Oh. You think he's trying to drag him into his corner, but Evan Reese right there to stop him. Oh, what a spinning heel kick, taking down Sean Parker again. He can't tag in Dallas because Dallas is way too hurt. Dallas is far too hurt from that matchup. He's far too hurt to get back into that ring. And Reese with the takedown into the cover. There's one. There's two. Broken up by Justice. Ooh, broken up by Justice with the slimmest of ease. Parker does out of that way. Beautiful drop kick, busting Parker wide open. Before Justice could even get a tag in, Parker must punch it a beautiful kick. And now Parker's getting into it. Oh my, big chop. Off the ropes, into the beautiful chop again. My God, what a beautiful combination that was. Oh, God almighty. Clothesline him all the way to the bowels of hell, and that's it. Wow. All the way to the depths of hell. And Sean Parker is the one to pick up the victory for his new team. Vendetta leads the best of 7 series 1-0. And now, with that type of momentum boost, what does that do for this team? This brand new team. Yeah, there's going to be kinks that needs to still be worked out. But in the end, your winners of the best of 7 first matchup is Sean Parker and Justice of Vendetta. Johnathan Reid comes into the ring and gives his seal of approval. He still is in action later tonight against Zack Quinn. But coming up next, it was confirmed through me by my board of directors that Christian Crude is going to answer the Kyle Young Internet Championship Invitational. So it's going to be Kyle Young against Christian Crude for the Internet Championship. And that's next. Don't go anywhere, baby, with some more WPW action.
So black dog and I behind the lines keep staring down the sun and know the light will find me. Find your eyes to see it. Cross off the days gone by.
We are back here on WPW SuperShow. And ladies and gentlemen, we are back with the WPW Internet Champion. That's better. I'm sorry, I've done this take too many times, and I think this is the best one I've done yet. Kyle Young looking to do something that I don't think anybody in this company has yet to do. That is pin all 3 members of Chaos Theory. And it was confirmed to me during the last tag team match that it's going to be Kyle Young versus Christian Crude. Crude of all fucking people. I'm not saying that as a bad thing. I'm just saying that's a shocker to me because I didn't expect Crude to be here tonight, let alone try to compete. However, ladies and gentlemen, as Kyle Young says, the dawn of destiny draws near. The dawn of a new era is upon us here for the WPW Internet Championship. And it's an era that I believe this man is going to do everything in his power to take away. It is the man who holds the Gold Rush briefcase, the keys to the kingdom. The one man that can pretty much change the very foundation of this entire company with one fell swoop. Christian Crude. What I mean by that is very simple. Crude holds the Gold Rush briefcase, a briefcase that is eligible until July of 2021, when the next Lights Out pay-per-view comes up. He can cash that in at any point until then for an undisputed championship match, anytime, any place, anywhere. Basically, Crude can cash it in at the Rumble, he can cash it in at Supercharged, he can cash it in at the next Lights Out. Hell, he can cash it in tonight as Kyle Young will watch as Hunter Quinn faces off against Jayy Knight in your main event. A lot of variables can be going into that briefcase. Can you imagine if Crude decides to cash in tonight and he faces off against Goldman for the Undisputed Championship except Jayy Knight? That'd be crazy. Let's take it to the ring as we're about to go with the introductions. Introducing first the challenger, representing Chaos Theory. He is the holder of the Gold Rush briefcase. Built different, Christian Crude. And his opponent, he is the current reigning and defending WPW Internet Champion. He is the young samurai, Kyle Young. Last time I recorded this, I had a fucking bunch of hiccups. This time I bought water, so I'm Gucci. That beautiful Internet Championship hoisted high above the ring. Beautiful. I love what I did with the white strap. It looks great. The bell has rung, and here we go. Internet Championship on the line. Crew tries to knock him down, but Kyle Young budges for no one. Up with the suplex into the knee. Oh, wait. He's going to end this early. He's going to end it early. Kick out. I was worried he was going to end it right then and there. That would have been something different. Of course, still to come tonight after this will be Jayy Knight versus Emily Parker in the one-on-one contest. Oh, big kick right to the head. And Crude is already busted wide open. Kick to the gut. Kyle Young now has him where he wants him. Into the DDT. As Young is having his way with Christian Crude here tonight. Irish whip into the corner. Oh, Crude with a big kick right to the head. And Crude with the beautiful kick right to the back. And now Crude's starting to get back into this matchup here as he tries to pick Kyle Young back up on his feet. Oh, driving the knee into the face. Oh, now looking for a quick victory. Could possibly become an Internet Champion in this point in time. There's not even a 1 count, kick out of nothing. And as I said, keep in mind, this entire thing varies on one thing. What if Goldman wins the Grand Undisputed Championship tonight in the Lottery Rumble, and Crude is the Internet Champion? What happens then? Crude has 2 chances. There's a cover 1, kick out. Crude will have 2 chances to face off against him for the Undisputed Championship. Defending 10 times and the Gold Rush briefcase. Not to mention, Crude is one of the men eligible for the Rumble. So we never know what's going to happen. Chaos Theory looks to be on the same page, but as we've seen before, big elbow to the face. To the head, excuse me. As we've seen before with Brett Curtis' challenge for the Undisputed Championship last at No Mercy. Championships can sometimes get in the way of the brotherhood that is Chaos Theory. Crude's music did play during Brett Curtis' title matchup, and it did cost Curtis the match. So you never know the state of mind when it comes to any member of this team. Nice little rolling cutter by Kyle Young. As the one thing that I think every member of that team knows that they want to do is become Undisputed Champion. That is the mindset of everyone on that roster, everyone on this team, everyone in this company. So I'm not surprised when I see that those 3 men will be willing to do whatever it takes, even try to backstab their own partners to get to that championship. Oh, nice DDT, but it looks like they're on the same page, and they all look like they're all rallying behind Goldman to become Undisputed Champion. That's supercharged. That's a Lottery Rumble, excuse me. See, I'm thinking ahead, far too ahead. There's the cover. There's 1 kick out. Supercharged will be in Hollywood, in Los Angeles, California, the Los Angeles Royal Coliseum. Who will be walking into that one as a Lottery Rumble winner, as an Undisputed Champion? Who will be main eventing? That remains to be seen. No Christian Crude had any involvement in any of those big pay-per-views, and Crude go with the beautiful explosive suplex, but Kyle Young gets back on his feet easily. And he meets him, Crude. Crude meets him with the big knee. Wheelbarrow face buster by Crude. And Crude rolls him over for the sexy pin. There's 1. There's 2. Kick out at 2 by Kyle Young. Staying in the fight is the young samurai. Crude going for a GTS-like move. I've seen this before. Big kick, switch kick right to the side of the head. But Crude realizing that's not going to do it. He needs to do more to take down the young samurai as Kyle Young looks to retain his championship ahead of the Lottery Rumble matchup. It's Crude now. Just stalking Kyle Young. Has him right where he wants him. Picks Kyle Young off his feet. Big elbow to the face. Another big elbow to the face. Irish whip into that corner. Ooh, big elbow right to the face. Big kick right to the head. And Kyle Young's pushed off by Crude. Crude now, beautiful takedown, kick to the back. And now dragging him into the middle of the ring, going for the cover. He hooks the outside leg. There's one to become champ. No, kick out at 2. Kick out at 1, excuse me. I'm having a lot of fuck-ups tonight. I apologize for my commentary fuck-ups. I'm supposed to be more fluid than this, when in reality, I'm a dickhead. And I'm fucking up badly. Uh-oh, I won't fuck up this one. Super kick to that knee. And I think Kyle Young's going for the move that won him the championship in the first place. Canadian Destroyer! Kyle Young with the Canadian Destroyer. Crude is limp on the ground. Crude is limp, ready for the pinfall. There's one to retain championship. No, kick out at 2. Christian Crude kicks out at 2, saving his chances to become champion here tonight. Beautiful dragon suplex. Emphasis on that bridge as he dropped Kyle Young directly on his neck. As now Crude has the advantage. Clothesline by Crude. Another clothesline by Crude. Crude sends Kyle Young into the corner. Big toe, clothesline by Crude. Young now, ducked underneath the clothesline, jump up, beautiful clothesline, and a beautiful kip up. Christian Crude is feeling fiery here tonight. Into the cover, hooks the leg, there's 1, there's 2, kick out at 2. So close to becoming Internet Champion. And once again, if he wins tonight, the Internet Championship goes back to the stable that has made it famous, that made it the championship that it is today. Goldman, a proud member of Chaos Theory, made the Internet Championship one of the biggest titles in this company's history. One of the hard-working titles. A lot of people say the Intercontinental Championship in WWE is the workhorse title. The Internet Championship in WPW is the workhorse title. Goldman and now Kyle Young. Big chances for this Internet title. Defend it 10 times, you get an automatic Undisputed Championship match if you decide to hand a belt in. However, you never know what Kyle Young's true intentions is for the time being, but I think I know what Crude's intention is. Get as many chances to go after the Undisputed Championship as you can, as Crude has him on the GTS position. Awesome, big kick to the side of the head! And again, Crude picks him up and wisely continues to do more damage before he goes for the pinfall. Normally I shit on people for this, but Crude's seen the tape. He knows what it takes, and nice big knee to the face by Kyle Young. Young now into the cover. There's 1, kick out. Crude with a big kick right to that knee, and Kyle Young firing back. Young now ducked underneath, and Crude with a beautiful clothesline. Uh-oh, Crude top rope. Crude going with the bunny hops. What in the hell is he thinking? Crude double rotation moonsault, but he fucked it up. Oh no! He was too far away from Kyle Young. This Crude's gonna try to make up for it. Crude now going for the wheelbarrow face buster. And again with the sexy pin, going for the cover. There's 1 to becoming the champion. No, kick out at 2. Crude needs to keep his cool. He needs to keep his cool. He cannot afford to get frustrated here and give Kyle Young a gig advantage. And now Crude is setting up. He's going to try to put Kyle Young away here. Oh, Crude though. Oh, big punch by Kyle Young into the face. Kyle Young now Irish whip into the corner. Referee needs to get out of the way. Uh-oh. Young going for it for a second time. Will he connect on it? Crude. Canadian Destroyer. Oh man, spiking Crude dead on his head. And now goes for the cover. He hooks the leg. There's 1. There's 2, and again kick out at 2. Crude will not die, ladies and gentlemen. He refuses to stay down. And Crude spikes him down with a beautiful stun gun. Trouble, what was that? Trouble in Paradise, couldn't connect on it, and Kyle Young pushes Crude off of him. Kick right to the gut, big forearm to the face. Crude now trying to go for a move, but kick right to the gut again by Kyle Young. Big knee to the face, and Crude is knocked down, and so is Kyle Young. The fatigue is starting to set in this big high-stakes matchup, and that's why Kyle Young is trying to end this right here. Goes for the cover, there's 1, there's 2, kick out at 2 by Crude. The man is built different, and he is showing it here tonight with his unrealistic resilience, pushing through the pain to try to become its singles champion in WPW, but Crude, the beautiful kicks right to the knee. Oh, big elbow to the face by Kyle Young. Young now again tossing him into the ropes. We'll be going in for a fourth time here, for a third time. The Canadian Destroyer. No, he doesn't. He just goes for a flurry of punches, meeting him with an uppercut. Oh, try to go for a kick. Did not work. Crude, though, rolling through, going for the knee bar. But the ropes was there. Kyle Young got his hand on the rope before Crude could even lock the move in. Young gets back up on his feet. Crude catches him now. Beautiful punch to the back. Oh, slapping the hand away. Kyle Young has him on the shoulders. Young now, beautiful snake eyes. Crude back up on his feet, kick right to the gut. And Crude with a beautiful stun gun, this time busting Kyle open. Beautiful clothesline. Oh, Kyle Young has it now, and he's just punching away at the head. Now stomping away at Christian Crude, stomping away at the man. Oh, tries to go for something here. Try to go for a beautiful punch, did not work. Oh, try to go for the roll through, connect on it, and Crude has it locked in. Crude has it locked in now. Kyle Young with nowhere to go. Nowhere to go. Oh, Kyle Young is inches away from tapping, and Crude has to let the hold go. Crude had the Internet Championship. He had to let the hold go. And now he rolls Kyle Young on the outside of the ring. That may have been a mistake by Crude, but I understand why he did it. Inflict more damage. And Kyle Young Irish whips him back inside the ring. Crude now. Oh, big elbow to the face by Crude. Crude, big forearm right to the face. Irish whip off the ropes. Crude now. Oh, headstand. Flip up. Handstand. Into the Hurricane Rana and a kip up. Crude into the cover to become Internet Champion is one. There's two. Kick out at two by Christian Crude. Kyle Young, excuse me. My God. Buck-ups all over the face. Oh, big kick did not pay that there by Crude. Crude Irish whipped into the corner. Big forearm to the face. He's not allowing Kyle Young to go for it again. Oh, kick to the low. Kick low by Kyle Young. And Young now sent him off the turnbuckle. Young for a third time. Can he connect on it? Would a third time be the charm for Kyle Young? Young now, Canadian Destroyer, and immediately goes into the cover this time. Into the cover one. This two. Kyle Young retains. It took 3 Canadian Destroyers, but Christian Crude's finally vanquished by Kyle Young, who retains his Internet Championship. What a fight. Nothing to be ashamed of there by Christian Crude. Again, putting up an amazing fight here tonight. But in the end, Kyle Young proving to be too much for him, as Young has now got 3 title defenses down. 7 to go for the young samurai. As ladies and gentlemen, there is your winner, and still the WPW Internet Champion, Kyle Young. Congratulations to Kyle. Well fought victory here tonight. As ladies and gentlemen, coming up next is going to be Emily Parker, one half of the women's tag team champions, as she faces off against Jayy Knight, one half of the Hugger Brigade, as they head into their ladder match for the women's tag titles at the Lottery Rumble. It's Kai versus Parker, and that's next. Don't go anywhere. Actually, I'm being told we're going to be hearing from one of the participants in the Lottery Rumble. Jarek Lawson apparently has some words to say for the capacity crowd here tonight. So, before we get to the next matchup, we're going to hear from Jarek Lawson next on SuperShow.
Hello, plebs. I hope you all are having a terrible day so far, and I hope you are having the worst experience of your life, except for when I'm out here, of course. Well, I digress. I have come out here with a little bit of an announcement for you. I, the Enigma, the Purple Haze himself, will be entering into the Rumble match. Yes, I will. And you know what? I also have another thing to proclaim. I will be winning said Rumble match, and I will be going on to face whoever the world champion is at Supercharged. And there's not a damn thing any of you in that locker room can do about it, and there's nothing you fans can do about it either, because you are all losers. All of you, every single one of you. You look like you've eaten too many nachos, sir. Ma'am, you look pregnant, but I doubt you are, because no one would want to give anything to that ugly face of yours. And you, sir, you honestly deserve a paper bag over your head, and so does your kid. Put paper bags over your heads, or just leave the premises. You are causing a distraction to the entire audience. Well, anyways, I hope you all have a terrible rest of your night, and I will see you all at the Rumble. Toodles!
Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Super Show. There you heard some very choice words for everyone in the Rumble matchup. In the men's side of things, from Jarek Lawson, we're going to stick off with some more women's wrestling action, as the following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, she is 1/3 of the Hugger Brigade alongside Sam Salazar and Maria Murphy. It is the WPW Women's Cardboard Champion, as she calls herself. The best rock seller in the business, Jayy Knight. Jayy Knight is excited. She told me earlier today she's so excited to head to the Lottery Rumble with a chance to win not just the tag team titles back for her team, but also win that Lottery Rumble and get a chance at the Women's World Championship. She told me a matchup between either her and Kellyanne Skype or Ashley Lynn is a huge dream match of hers, and to headline SuperShow, headline Supercharge would be insane. But to even get to that far, she has to continue to win matches, and she's gonna have to go through Emily Parker, who is one half of the women's tag team champions. Of course, her tag team partner Yuki Kurosaki is not here tonight, suffering multiple bruised ribs and an injured spine, that I was told, after her matchup against Julia Hattrick at the last taping of the Super Show. And I was told just recently, Yuki is at 100% right now. She's feeling well, and she was told by my staff that she'll be needed to show up to the Montreal, and if she's not healthy, we'll find a replacement. She just said, fuck the replacement, I'm gonna be ready. She's not gonna abandon her love, Emily Parker, in that type of fashion. A huge title win that was for Emily Parker, and Yuki winning the tag team championships over Sam Salazar and Maria Murphy is now Emily Parker with a beautiful kick to the head of Jayy Knight. This is actually Jayy Knight's first matchup back in a while. She hasn't been wrestling that much since the women's tag team championships was on around the waist of the Hugger Brigade. Big takedown, though, by Emily Parker, who's using the snake eyes on that rope, going for the cover. There's one, kick out. 30 women, 40 men will enter the Lottery Rumbles. Only one from each Rumble will have a chance to go to Supercharge with a chance for immortality at Championship Gold, as Emily Parker sends Jayy Knight back into the ring, back into the turnbuckle. Parker picking up Jayy Knight now. Knight, what's she thinking here? Pushed off though. Oh, Irish whip. Knight now charging in. What she got planned here? Shoulder tackle. Now just using the foot and just dragging the foot into the face of Emily Parker. Oh, Parker Parker's down below, and Jayy Knight jump on the top rope, trying to go for a move, but Emily Parker sidesteps out the way. Just at the last possible second. Big knee into the chest, though, by Jayy Knight. Ducked under one clothesline, but couldn't duck under the other. Beautiful sequence there. And Kai, try to go for a move. Big knee blocked, though, by Emily Parker. And Emily Parker sent down on a snap German. Coming up next, though, is Johnathan Reid versus Zack Quinn. A huge blood feud between those two men off of words that Zack Quinn said. There's a cover, not even a 1 count. Zack Quinn had the microphone and said some very choice words about Johnathan Reid's wife, Brooke. So Johnathan Reid said he wanted the matchup to teach Quinn a lesson, and he's getting it. And that matchup is next. Zack Quinn's very much against the matchup. I was gonna make it recoil there by Jayy Knight. I was gonna make it in no disqualification, but I figured why injure two of my guys in time for the Rumble? That's just stupid. Besides, the last time Johnathan Reid, oh my God, beautiful move by Emily Parker. Last time I had Johnathan Reid in a no DQ scenario, he damn near killed Blake Albright into the cover kick out. Maybe y'all remember the I Quit match before Breakdown. And Emily Parker with a standing Spanish fly taking down Jayy Knight. And now Parker's in complete control here, and she's going for the German suplex once more. There's Emily Parker now. What's she thinking? Oh, clubbing blows to the back. And Parker's just punishing Jayy Knight into the backstabber. He'll kick right to the back as Kai stands right back up on her feet with a big knee to the face. Uh-oh, Kai going to the top rope. Jayy, what is she thinking here? Jayy Knight. Oh, trying to go for the senton again. The knees got caught. Oh, try to go for a kick there. Parker connected with the kick that time. And Parker with a deep 6. Beautiful deep 6 by Emily Parker into the cover. There's one. Kick out. Oh, try to go for a kick there, but Jayy Knight caught the kick and a beautiful dragon screw as Kai goes to work on Parker here. You have to believe that both of their partners are watching this matchup very closely, trying to gain some knowledge ahead of their ladder matchup for the Women's Tag Team Championships at the Rumble, February 28th. Tickets are sold out there in the Bell Center in Montreal, Quebec, Canada, for the Lottery Rumble matchup, for the Lottery Rumble pay-per-view itself. There's a lot of intrigue indeed in who's going to be in the Rumble matches. We'll find out then. Anything can happen. I'll tell you that much. Kai now up off the rope. Beautiful sun slip foot bomb. But she doesn't go for the cover. That's odd. I'm surprised she didn't go for the cover in that scenario. That would have been a key opportunity to go for the cover. Oh, she probably had this in mind. Oh my God, up and down. What's she thinking here? Beautiful move. Taking down Emily Parker. Going for the cover. Hooks the leg. There's one. There's two. Kick out of 2. Oh, so close to getting the 3. Now Jayy Knight has Parker where she wants her. Parker can go down here right in this moment. Kick to the gut. Kai now. Going up. Oh shit. Oh shit, she's got her in the coquina clutch. The coquina clutch is locked in, but Parker's getting out of it almost immediately. Oh, try to go for a dropkick. Did not work. Beautiful detonation kick by Emily Parker. Kai gets back up on her feet, try to go for a move, did not work. Parker going for the Toledo Del Sol, taking her down. Got the leg strap into the cover, there's 1, there's 2, kick out of 2. Woo! What a fast-paced women's matchup here, the last women's matchup on the night. Because after this, the Riot division will take over with 3 marquee matches, especially your main event. The co-main event will be the tag team championships on the line. Syndicate taking on Prestige. The main event, Hunter Quinn versus Jayy Knight. Undisputed champion versus Grand Prix champion. As Jayy Knight is going to work on Emily Parker. Beautiful takedowns by Kai. Kai now. Oh, beautiful shoulder block into the corner. What's she thinking here? Charging up. Beautiful back fist. Kick to the gut. Going for that same move that took down Parker before. Will she get it again? Yes, she can! Goes into the cover immediately. Goes into cover 1. There's 2. Kick out at 2. Kai's starting to feel it here. Kai's starting to feel it. Top rope. Referee's telling her to get down. She says, okay. Beautiful elbow drop. Stomping away at Emily Parker is Jayy Knight now. And Kai going for a little bit of a dance here. And now going for a moonsault connecting. Oh, try to go for a move, but no. Parker had it well scouted. Parker now going behind. Beautiful German suplex, and Parker just kips right back up. And now she's just showing off at this point. Oh, beautiful clothesline by Parker. Another clothesline by Parker. Into the beautiful drop kick. Parker now in control. Can end this matchup right here. Into the cover. There's 1. There's 2. Kick out at 2. So close. And Parker now going for the Blue Thunder Bomb. Oh, so close to ending this matchup here. Just tossing her over into the cover. Can she get the 3 count? There's 1. There's not even a 2 count as Kai kicks out at 1. Oh, Parker's thinking of a move, though, to end this matchup here. Can she pin one of the #1 contenders for the women's tag titles? But Kai says, no, it's tonight, not this time. Irish whip on the outside. Tossing her out there like nothing ever happened. And Kai now standing her right back up. Tried to go for the drop kick, but Parker dropped it away. Swatted her away with ease. And now both women circling each other. And Parker sends her into the turnbuckle. Right into the post on the other side of the ring, and Parker's enjoying this. Parker now picking up Kai on the outside and tossing her inside the ring. What does Parker have in mind here? Parker now going for a big move. Cannot get it. Pushed off by Jayy Knight. Kai now. He's trying to go for an arm trap. Oh, big elbow to the face though by Emily Parker. And beautiful drop kick. Now dragging her away. And Kai with a kick right to the skull. And Kai now. Was she going for the dance again? Can she connect with the moonsault this time? Yes, she can! Uh-oh. Kai sizing Parker up. Sizing her up. Oh, kill switch engaged! Into the cover, holds the leg. There's 1, there's 2, and that's it! Jayy Knight with the win! And just like that, the Hugger Brigade gained some much needed momentum ahead of their big tag team championship confrontation at the Lottery Rumble. Beautiful win by Jayy Knight. Valiant effort by Emily Parker, but it wasn't enough. What a great match that was. Jayy Knight is showing off moves I don't think I've ever seen her use before. And ladies and gentlemen, your winner of the match is Jayy Knight. Congratulations to her, waving hi to the fans. Beautiful win. As ladies and gentlemen, coming up next, Johnathan Reid looks to settle the score against a vermin he calls Zack Quinn. Reid, and that's next.
Some sort of invitation, it's never coming along. Oh no, you get just what you give. Getting high with your best friends. Sometimes you gotta leave that city to love that city and start all over again. But it doesn't look so pretty to get your hands dirty and start all over again. You gotta leave that city to love that city, or else you might get trapped. Oh, you might get trapped. Just like all of my.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, It is one of your 3 marquee matches on the night. It's coming out to the ring. It is, quite frankly, the one guy who was in 2 appearances on this goddamn show has already made so many enemies. That's not good. The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, he is the vermin of World Pro Wrestling. He calls himself the biggest bitch in the building. Wait, what? I get a nickname for yourself? Whatever. He is Zack Quinn. Zack Quinn said so much during his appearance last on the SuperShow. I was supposed to make a major announcement regarding to Lottery Rumble. However, he came out before I could. Made so many remarks to not just Al Young, Johnathan Reid and his wife, but myself even. Questioning my manhood and thinking I should get in the ring. I punished him by putting him in the ring against Bobby Brown. This isn't really a punishment per se. I just put him in the ring against Johnathan Reid because Reid wanted his ass. He wanted to beat his ass. Then, I'm going to give it to him. And a man who has already seen his brothers in Vendetta win tonight, he looks to make it 2-0 for the boys. As now it is time. Hurry. I'm starting to like this new Reid a bit, you know. It's starting to grow on me. And his opponent, representing Vendetta from Detroit, Michigan, he is the lethal legend, Johnathan Reid. Johnathan Reid, who's recently turned over a new leaf. He's done being a constant asshole to everyone in the locker room. He's wished so many people good luck in the Lottery Rumble. And he's even tried to help out Jayy Knight on multiple occasions. Not only saving him from a Chaos Theory beatdown, but joining him in a tag team match, unfortunately in a losing effort, with Jayy Knight against Chaos Theory on the last SuperShow. This man, Johnathan Reid, it's hard to believe. Yes, I know. We're talking about Reid here, the guy who I have cursed out multiple times on this broadcast. Johnathan Reid looks to turn over a brand new leaf, but I kind of like it. Standing up for what's right, standing up for his wife. I'm pretty sure Reid is tired of just... I think that matchup in losing the Grand Prix Championship kind of humbled the man a bit. This comes from the man who says forever humble all the time. So I know what humbling looks like, and this is what humbling looks like. As Johnathan Reid goes to work on Zack Quinn early. Of course, later on, we only have 2 more matches left after this one as Johnathan Reid works on the knees. We have your co-main event and then the main event. Your co-main event for the World Tag Team Championship Prestige against Syndicate. With the titles on the line, Prestige looking to become the first 2-time champions in the company history. And that's 2-time champs of any championship. As Julia Hattrick couldn't become 2-time Intercontinental Champion earlier tonight. Ooh, big kick down. Up and down with a beautiful suplex by Zack Quinn. As Johnathan Reid's doing everything in his power to keep this matchup on the fringes. Beautiful DDT by Reid. And now Reid going for it. Oh, slamming him down with authority. Reid's already declared that him and every member of Vendetta will be eligible for the Lottery Rumble matchup. So a lot of questionable moves. And then when I asked him straight up, what's going to happen when all 4 more members of Vendetta are in the ring and they're the final 4, Reid said whatever happens, happens. And he wishes best of luck to every person in that Rumble, including all 3 members of his team. As Zack Quinn going for the dragon suplex, dropping him on his neck. It's funny how earlier in the year, oh God, the headbutt. Last year I was cursing out Johnathan Reid on TV, and then I cursed out Zack Quinn on TV. It's kind of like a passing of the torch, but in a really disgusting way. Up and down with the brainbuster. But Reid kips up out of nothing, and Zack Quinn takes him immediately down with the beautiful double stomp. And now going to the outside of the ring, Zack Quinn wasting little time going right after the lethal legend Johnathan Reid, the former Grand Prix champion. A man who reigned as Grand Prix champion from Condemned all the way to Breakdown. and a historic title reign, to say the very least. Ooh, what a big slap by Johnathan Reid. Reid has him down on the knee, and a beautiful shining wizard right to the face of Zack Quinn. And now Reid embracing the fanfare tonight. The fans still a bit mixed on this whole new side of Johnathan Reid. They're still mixed on everything. However, ooh, nice takedown. I do take it as like a step in the right direction. Woo, what a big chop by Reid, and a bigger chop by Zack Quinn, and Quinn driving his face right into the knee. Zack Quinn now lifting Reid up right back on his feet. Irish whip right into the post, right into that barricade. Oh, an Irish whip right off the post. Oh, big kick right to the head. And now Irish whip, oh, right off the apron. Johnathan Reid is wasting zero time taking down Zack Quinn, punishing Zack Quinn. And I believe he is pointing to his family in the audience here. Family making a trip all the way from Detroit all the way to Toronto. Oh, God. I believe I see Mama Reid in the stands there. Irish whip across the ringside area. Zack Quinn said about the Rumble matchup, he doesn't care who's a part of it. All he knows that he'll enter number 40 and win the whole damn thing. The numbers have already been predetermined, Zachary. I'm not quite sure that's how it works. Irish whip inside the ring. Of course, you got to add in so many surprises that's going to be a part of that Rumble matchup. Beautiful clubbing blows down by Zack Quinn. Duck underneath the clothesline. Quinn now, beautiful kick right to the head. And now Johnathan Reid stunned in the corner. Still big matchup here. Beautiful kick. All-over kick to the head by Zack Quinn. Johnathan Reid busted wide open. And now Reid is going to be on the cover. Hooks the leg by Quinn. There's one. There's not even a two. Quinn couldn't get a 2 count on Johnathan Reid. Ooh, big elbow right to the face. Big punch there. Quinn now. Oh, chopping him down. Skull-crushing finale. What'll be the finale of Johnathan Reid in this matchup? There's 2. Kick out at 2. Oh, try to go for the stomp. Didn't work. Reid now has him up on the shoulders. Try to go for the GTS. Could not move on it. And Zack Quinn just murdering the neck area of Johnathan Reid. Oh, big knee right to the face. Oh, and again the knee right to the skull. You go for it a third time. No, he doesn't. Kick right to the gut. And Reid now taken down. Reid getting picked right back up by Zack Quinn. Quinn now Irish whip into the corner. Oh, trying to go for the Hallelujah kick again. Reid caught him though. Well scouted by Johnathan Reid. And Reid now trapping the arm. Oh, big trap of the arm. Now taking Quinn down right to the mat. And now Reid using his technical mastermind to wear down the arm of Zack Quinn. Quinn is struggling to get back up on his feet. Reid allows him to get back on his feet. Swift kick right to the chest. Irish whip off the ropes. Reid now beautiful drop kick. And another beautiful drop kick. Ducks underneath into a, oh, nice little swinging net breaker by the Lethal Legend himself. Oh, Reid now going for the GTS, I think. He's got it up on the shoulders. GTS busting Zack Quinn wide open. Into the cover. Hooks the leg. There's 1. There's 2. Kick out at 2. Woo, that was close. Oh, Reid, think Zack Quinn could be taking a trip. Zack Quinn could be taking a trip to the asylum. Yes, he is. Welcome to the asylum. The newer version of the asylum. I love it. Goes for the cover. There's 1. There's 2. Kick out at 2. Zack Quinn barely gets the shoulder up, and that frustration coming out from Reid. Now driving the knee into the face of Zack Quinn. Goes stomping on the chest of Quinn, and again driving his face into the mat. And I think now Reid is just toying with Zack. Can end this match at any point. Oh, toying with the opponent may be costly. Beautiful chop block to the knee. And Reid has already had knee problems in the past, so that is very smart by Zack Quinn. Irish whip into the corner. Oh, trying to go for the Eluva kick again. Could not work there as Johnathan Reid has it well scouted. Zack Quinn sends him into the corner. Could be going for it this time here. Can he connect on it? Oh, what is he thinking here? Zack Quinn, top rope. Standing on the top rope. Beautiful kick down by Johnathan Reid. Oh, trying to go for the clothesline. Couldn't connect on it. Beautiful punch though, meeting Zack Quinn right there. Trying to go for a cutter. Blocked by Zack Quinn. Quinn now. Takedown. Oh, nice drop kick to the back. Oh, try to go for the super kick. No. Johnathan Reid had it well scouted with the shoulder block. Beautiful shoulder block by Johnathan Reid. Into the cover. Forearm in the face. There's two. Kick out at two. Zack Quinn now. Uh-oh. Reid has him on the shoulders. Center of the ring. Zack Quinn. Go to sleep. Reid, forearm in the face, disrespectful pin, and he gets it. It took two GTSs, but Johnathan Reid was able to pick up that big victory here tonight against Zack Quinn. Well done by Reid, shutting the big mouth of Zack Quinn once and for all. Smart move, smart play, my friend. Here is your winner of the match, Johnathan Reid. Vendetta, undefeated here tonight. They won the best of 7 series. They're up 1-0 against The Way, and Johnathan Reid settles the score with Zack Quinn. Well, ladies and gentlemen, coming up next, don't adjust your television sets, because we have a tag team championship matchup coming your way. Vendetta is going to watch on as the Prestige, Matt Bailey and Philip Sheffield, look to regain their World Tag Team titles as they face off against Syndicate, Adam White and Christian Gerald. Syndicate, Prestige for the World Tag Team Championships. That match is next, ladies and gentlemen. Don't go anywhere. Your co-main event of the Super Show is only a few moments away.
Cross off the days. So black out and I behind the lines. Keep staring down the sun and all the light will finally find your eyes to see it. Cross off the days gone by.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for the World Tag Team Championships to be decided. The following contest is the World Tag Team title match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first the challengers. They represent Prestige, the team of Matt Bailey and Philip Sheffield. Former World Tag Team Champions in World Pro Wrestling, current tag champs in Ring the Bell Wrestling. These guys have been around all over the place. Former Unified World Tag Team Champions. Let's be honest, any company Prestige has been in, you damn sure can tell they won tag gold. It's rare to find a company they've been a part of where they haven't won tag championships. And now they look to take over WPW like they've taken over Ring the Bell Wrestling, holding all the gold. And the way they can do that is become the first 2-time champions in WPW history. All they have to do is knock off them. And introducing their opponents, they are the team of Adam White and the WPW Supernova General Manager Christian Gerald. Combined, they are the WPW World Tag Team Champions, Syndicate. This is Gerald's first time defending the World Tag Team titles. It's always been Shade and Adam. Adam and Shade have been a team of destiny. mowing through the kingdom not once but twice en route to defending their tag titles and winning the titles at Crossroads, beating the kingdom of Riot 25, beating them at Crossroads for the titles, and beating them again at Breakdown, eventually breaking them up for good. Now they face off against the best team on the planet at this point in time, Prestige. Well, Christian Gerald has a lot on his mind. Gerald has to worry about Psycho Jade being the #1 entered in the Women's Rumble. He has to worry about going against Hunter Quinn for the WPW Grand Prix Championship at the Rumble, and a possible Rumble win. Gerald has a chance to walk into the Rumble and walk out as one half of the tag champions, a Grand Prix champion, and the #1 contender for the undisputed title. Can you imagine? But in order to make that prophecy come true, he has to go through Prestige here tonight. Gerald's gonna start us off here as Philip Sheffield's in the ring. Christian Gerald, GTS taking him down. Gerald off the ropes into the big kick. Driving the knee into the back of the neck. This is your co-main event of the evening. Coming up next after this one, it is champion versus champion. As is tradition with these super shows, we always have to have some type of champion versus champion encounter. It will be the undisputed champion Jayy Knight going up against the Grand Prix champion Hunter Quinn, as both men look to gain some last-minute momentum in a respectable matchup as they head into a huge night at the Rumble on February 23rd. Quinn, of course, as mentioned, defends the championship against Christian Gerald in the fight pit, and Jayy Knight defends his undisputed championship against Goldman in a huge main event type matchup, and a beautiful knee to the face of Matt Bailey, who knows a thing or two about Jayy Knight and knows a thing or two about the undisputed championships. On 2 occasions, Matt Bailey had the chance to beat Jayy Knight and become undisputed champion. However, unfortunately, it did not work, and a big knee right to the knee of Matt Bailey there sends him down to the ground. And now Gerald with the comeback with the beautiful flurry of offense. Into the cover, goes to the cover, 1 kick out. Christian Gerald now tag made in comes Adam White. Gerald trying everything in his power to continue on with the matchup, continue on with this fight. One day hoist up the undisputed championship. That is his ultimate goal. However, he can become easily triple crowned very quickly. In fact, no one's been able to do that. Beautiful sweep of the leg of Matt Bailey there. Did with Adam White, and White ran into that knee. White now being picked up by Bailey, and Bailey sends him down with a spine buster. Can Prestige become 2-time tag team champions? No, kick out at 2. The titles almost changed hands on that occasion. Big punch right to the chest of Adam White. White now being sent up on the shoulders of Matt Bailey, and Bailey going for a submission here. He's learned a thing or two about key submissions in his matches against Jayy Knight. However, that one did not get the job done, but it is weakening Adam White. There you go with the nice little drop again. And now White's going to try to crawl to his corner, but he can't as Bailey cuts him off at the pass. And Bailey now going for the beautiful German suplex. Bailey picking up Adam White here, running on something big, and he tosses him directly on the outside, right in front of his partner, Christian Gerald. You can't be loving this whatsoever. WPW's marquee matchup is coming up very soon. The Lottery Rumble is upon us, ladies and gentlemen. So who's going to be walking into that Rumble matchup as tag team champions for the men's division? And you have to understand, you have to figure The Way and Vendetta, realizing their best of 7 gives them a chance at the champions. They have to be watching this matchup carefully, with keen eyes, knowing that this could be them in this position for a chance at the gold. Ooh, slapped away the punch there, and now sent in the inside of the ring. Now they go back inside. Gerald now, and what Bailey's going to allow Gerald to get the tag in is here comes Sheffield, tag made, in comes Gerald. And Gerald tried to go for a clothesline, duck underneath into a beautiful German suplex. Going for a dragon suplex this time and connects on it. And Prestige is going to town here tonight against Syndicate. And Syndicate, ooh, Gerald takes him down with a beautiful clothesline. Gerald now lifts him up, beautiful powerbomb, flip over, big knee to the skull. Kick to the gut, blocked by Gerald, blocked by Sheffield. Sheffield now, ooh, dropping him down in the face. Ooh, smacks him down with a beautiful DDT. Nice combination by Philip Sheffield. Sheffield waited too much time taunting, and Gerald's going to try to take advantage, try to drive the knee into the face. Did not work, and now Sheffield's going to work on that knee, that same knee of Kristen Gerald, and Gerald's knocked down. Now Gerald going to try his best to crawl to the tag. Here comes Matt Bailey. He needs to crawl and crawl fast, as Bailey's going to meet him at the pass. Yup. That is smart tag team wrestling by some of the best tag teams in the company right now. Some of the best tag teams in the world in Prestige. And I like how they're going with the Matt Bailey-Sheffield combo. The combo that won the titles in the first go-around. It's a nice way to do it the second time around. And now to the spine buster down. And Sheffield can watch as Bailey gets the win and the championships kick out at 2. Well, I believe there was a 1. I don't even think the ref went down for a 2 count. So kick out at 1 of the spine buster. Ooh, big kick to the head. I think Bailey was trying to go for the discus clothesline, but unfortunately he couldn't connect on it. As now Gerald is trying to work a way around him. Goes for the cover. There's 1. Kick out. Bailey gets back up on his feet and now drop kicks down the knee, targeting the one body part and exploiting it, the knee, and then for bonus targeting the arm of Gerald and White here. And Sheffield watches as Bailey goes for the German suplex. Gerald comes back inside the ring, and Gerald dodged Bailey's kick, and now he goes for the kick of his own. That chop block tried to take down Gerald. It didn't work. Bailey with the kick right to the chest, and Bailey tried to go for the sweep the leg again, but Gerald just kicks him right down. Oh, blocked the kick though, and a beautiful dragon screw. Oh, Bailey has him up into the spine buster. Spine buster city. We can look at new tag team champions here. Kick out at 2, so close. Prestige almost became the first 2-time champions. Oh no. Prestige Maker! He pinned Jayy Knight with this. Into the cover, there's 1. There's 2. Kick out, broken up by Adam White. Oh man, if it wasn't for a second sooner, we would have had new tag team champions. Tag made. In comes the Prestige. In comes Philip Sheffield. And Sheffield, the loose cannon, driving the kick right into the knee. The already injured knee of Kristen Gerald is being exploited by the Prestige here tonight, as Bailey's just going to sit there and watch as Sheffield goes to work. The referee's counting 3. I think he's trying to get Bailey out of the ring, as Sheffield continues to go to work on Kristen Gerald here tonight. Go for the cover. There's 1. There's 2. Kick out at 2. I gotta say, except for a flurry of offense, it's been all Prestige so far. As Sheffield, he's going for the pump handle slam. Ooh, tried to sweep the leg, did not work. And Gerald catching him with the glute death press. And can Syndicate rally here tonight? Can they rally? That's the $1 million question here. As he goes for the cover, there's 1. Kick out. Rally time must be here, and it must be now, as Syndicate is watching their tag team championship reign slip away. Maybe having Gerald in the matchup was a bad idea. Maybe he's just bad luck for the team. And a beautiful dragon suplex taking down Gerald once again. Well, tag made. In comes Adam White. And White tried to go for the clothesline. Duck underneath, did that. And a beautiful sweep with the leg once again. It has been all Prestige. Oh, but White shuts me up. Beautiful punch right there. And Prestige is trying to get this matchup won. But Sheffield taken down by Adam White. And now White working on the arm. But Sheffield's not letting him get an inch big punch right back and then try to sweep the leg again. It did not work. White now rolls through the strength of Adam White. Beautiful, beautiful move. Went to the bridge, but it was only not able to get a 1 count because of the rope break. Whew. What a matchup this has been. Uh-oh, White going for it. White going for a big move. Drives him down into the corner. Into the cover. Hooks the leg. There's 1. There's 2. Holy shit. Survived. They survived. Barely. Ever so barely. Syndicate survives and they retain. I'm not even gonna sit here and say that Syndicate deserved that all the way because they survived that match. It was all prestige up until that final move by Adam White was hit. And just like that, your winners, and still by the skin of their teeth, still the World Tag Team Champions, Syndicate. But with them getting that close, that lucky, you have to think that prestige is not gonna go away that quickly. They're persistent fuckers. And if Prestige wants another chance, I'll be more than willing to give it to him because I gotta be honest, it was looking like Prestige was gonna rule the World Pro Wrestling Tag Division once again, man. I was telling you, that was so close to being an L. Survival of the fittest is the Prestige, and Syndicate barely made it out the jungle alive with their titles alive, but wow. Coming up next, ladies and gentlemen, there's going to be no lucky survival in this one. It's going to be an all-out war. It is your main event of the evening. It is Jayy Knight, the undisputed champion, versus the Grand Prix champion, Hunter Quinn. Champ versus champion, your main event. Next. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we made it this far. It is time for your main event of the evening. And in the classic Super Show way, it's time for you too. For the first time since winning the gold, Hunter Quinn makes his way down the ramp as Grand Prix champion. He was supposed to be wrestling here earlier on the last Super Show, however, was taken out by Syndicate. And now, he has a match against Christian Gerald inside the fight pit at the Lottery Rumble. The following contest is a champ versus champion match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, he is the WPW Grand Prix champion, Hunter Quinn! Hunter Quinn was taken up by Syndicate before he could even fight against Tyler Jones last time we got on the Super Show. And he was then assisted by Brandon Alexander, who took prime opportunity, staking his claim as a dark horse winner for the Rumble matchup, beating Tyler Jones in a brilliant matchup. Both of those men will be in the Rumble matchup as we head into next month, actually. However, Hunter Quinn, I don't know what type of shape he'll be in once the Rumble comes up. He has this match against Jayy Knight, and then he has the matchup at the Rumble in the fight pit against Christian Gerald. I don't know what type of shape that man will be in once we head into Montreal. Once we leave Montreal, there's no telling whether these two will even be members of the roster anymore. They may be permanently injured. We'd like to thank you all for sitting here and watching this show. Woo. I love each and every one of y'all. I really do. We love the support for this show. I just want to say I'm recording this currently around after I decided to make the signing available. Holy shit, the amount of responses I got in a short amount of time. I love each and every one of y'all. Thank you so much. Well, that's enough about the lovey-dovey shit. It's time for your main event. And we go from Hunter Quinn, and I'm proud member of the Kingdom, against the man. Against a man who is a proud owner of a duck called Squeaky, damn it. And his opponent, he is the undisputed WPW champion, Jayy Knight. Jayy Knight, ever since Condemned, his boyhood dream has lived on in World Pro Wrestling, and now he looks to go into the Lottery Rumble and extend his title reign up until Supercharged as he faces up against the Warlord Goldman. He said it's going to be a tough opportunity, a tough contest for him, but he knows in his heart of hearts that the boyhood dream would stay alive in Montreal. It's going to be a very interesting matchup, to say the very least, ladies and gentlemen. As the bell rings, we are underway here. Hunter Quinn versus Jayy Knight, two men who are very keen on respect, and Jayy Knight wasting little time, going for the powerbomb position here. I wonder what he's got planned here for Hunter Quinn. Oh, but Quinn taking him out. I remember these two men talking to each other backstage. They're both saying it doesn't matter who wins here tonight. What matters is that the fans win. Two fan favorites, two people that the fans love to see wrestle in that very ring. And Jayy Knight has Hunter Quinn in the pretzel, and I think I know what he's going for. Gooch kick, bang! Your kick is good. Hunter Quinn and Jayy Knight, two men who the fans love and appreciate, two men who give it their all in the middle of that ring, and that is why they are in their positions they are in. That is why they are both champions. Ooh, big chop by Jayy Knight, big punch by Hunter Quinn. I'll try to go for a move, did not work. Jayy Knight now, Jayy Knight into the beautiful DDT. Oh, Jayy Knight now trying to set up the legs, and beautiful takedown with the legs. He's trying to set up for the pry lock, and that's one thing Hunter Quinn needs to watch out for. He cannot afford injury ahead of this Grand Prix Fight Pit title match. That's a German suplex bridge, and there you see Jayy Knight trying to set up the knee bar. He tried to set it up, but he could not connect on it, and Hunter Quinn with a beautiful stomp down, and Jayy Knight catches the foot, and oh, nice little dragon screw. Hunter Quinn, and neither Hunter Quinn nor Jayy Knight can afford injury ahead of their big matches at the Rumble match. They're going to need to try to stay healthy here. Of course, Hunter Quinn is eligible for the Rumble matchup if he so chooses to be a part of it. Jayy Knight isn't. He is one of the only people besides Goldman who cannot be a part of the Rumble match. Big knee to the face by Jay. And Jay now once again try to target the knee, but again Quinn with a big kick, and Quinn with a beautiful kick straight to the head, into the cover. This one kick out. Fast-paced action here as we end Super Show on a high note. Champion versus champion. Hunter Quinn, the Grand Prix champion. Jayy Knight, the undisputed World Pro Wrestling champion. All doing battle here tonight. And oh, nice DDT, trying to figure out which champion is superior. And it's also a battle of respect. It's also a way to give both men some time to clean up any ring ruts ahead of their title matches. And Quinn with the pile driver. Jay rolling into the apron, trying to buy himself some time. Good move by Quinn right there with that pile driver, shoulder block, taking Jayy Knight on the outside. And Quinn picking back up Jayy Knight now, trying to figure out the next move here. Try to swat the hand away to Jayy Knight, and Jayy Knight sends him into the apron. And Jay now, what's he got planned here? Oh, kick right to the gut. And Quinn again with that beautiful kick straight to the head. Excuse me, guys. Quinn now just grabbing on the head of Jayy Knight, trying to ring it back any way he can, trying to damage the neck of the undisputed champion. You know, if things go Quinn's way, and Jay retains at the Rumble, this could be a matchup in the main event of Supercharged. Hunter Quinn versus Jayy Knight for the undisputed championship, this time on the line. You know, anything can happen in WPW as Jayy Knight tosses Quinn into those steel steps. Anything can happen in this company. Anything can happen all across this world, all across this landscape. The question is, when we return to Riot Television on March 10th, will we we see Jayy Knight or Hunter Quinn as the champion? Will we see them in his company at all? That's the question. What is going to be the state of World Pro Wrestling back suplex by Quinn when we return to television on March 3rd and March 10th for both Supernova and Riot, as they both make their returns after a long hiatus away from those shows after we've been doing our run of super shows in Toronto, Canada. And again, Quinn goes for the discus, and again it fails him. And Jayy Knight has him straight on the end there, and now Jay's working on that leg. He's working on that knee, preparing for the Pride Lock. And again, much like tradition, Jayy Knight tries to spit out whatever dye he has on his teeth. Again, why he dyes his teeth, I have no fucking clue. Clothesline by Jayy Knight, and he's starting to get fired up. Another clothesline by Jayy Knight. Jayy Knight now in the corner. Beautiful jumping clothesline. Jayy Knight counter though. Jumped underneath the clothesline, did Quinn. And Quinn with a beautiful clothesline, and again Jay gets up on his feet. Oh, big punch by Quinn though. Quinn. Oh, what a beautiful urine. Oh my God. He's got the Anaconda Vice locked in. Beautiful rock bottom into the Anaconda Vice. Quinn, can he tap out the undisputed champion? And driving the knees into the back of the head. Jayy Knight will not go down that easily. Oh, I think Jay was trying to go for his own Canadian Destroyer, that Rainbow Connection, I think he calls it. And oh no! So he fought the foot away. Quinn could be going for the powerbomb, but no, he doesn't. And Jayy Knight counters into the sunset flip. Could be going for the cover. There's one. There's, oh, that's not even two. Quinn's got him in his position. There's one. There's two. Jayy Knight rolls it back. There's a cover. There's one. There's two. Kick on it, two. And those two, man, with a beautiful sequence. Oh, Jayy Knight, big elbow to the face, kick to the chest, and Jay with the kick down. Oh, Jay rolling through. Could be on setting up for Pride Lock here. And, oh, Jayy Knight sending his body weight, his entire body weight onto that knee. Doing everything he can to set up for the Pride Lock perfectly. As Quinn sends him into the corner. Oh, Jayy Knight sends him back into the corner. And I think I know what Jayy Knight's going for. Super kick to the bad knee. Quinn's on one knee. Quinn gets back up just in time for Rainbow Connection, the Canadian Destroyer from the Undisputed Champion. Into the cover. There's one. There's two. Kick out at two by the Grand Prix champion. Wow. Quinn gets back up on his feet, and Quinn now kicked to the gut by Jayy Knight. Jayy Knight now, what is he planning here? And Jayy Knight with a beautiful dragon screw. And again, working on the leg. The leg that Jayy Knight has been working on all match. Jay with that beautiful slap. Quinn sidestepped out of the way, tried to go for the kick, did not work. Jayy Knight now, tried to go from behind. Quinn with the big clubbing blow to the back. Jayy Knight with the elbow to the face. Quinn blocks the punch. Quinn now going for a beautiful exploder suplex, and good lord. Jay's entire body went limp on that turnbuckle. Jay's foot's still in the air as it finally lands back down to Mother Earth. My God. His whole equilibrium just got sent into an overdrive. Quinn sees Jay get back up on his feet, and Quinn taken down with the knee once again. Uh-oh, what is Jay thinking here? Oh, Jay stomping on the hand. Oh, stomp on the arm this time. And Jayy Knight now gonna drag Quinn into the middle of the ring. He's going for the cover. Who hooks the leg. There's one. There's two. Kick out at two by the Grand Prix champion. This is the main event of the Super Show, the last matchup before we head to the Lottery Rumble. Jayy Knight, the undisputed champ, versus the Grand Prix champ, Hunter Quinn. Big kick to the head by Jayy Knight. And Jayy Knight now setting up Quinn for something here. Irish whip into the corner, could possibly going for the Canadian Destroyer again. Could not work on it, and Quinn got caught with the rocket kick. Big splash by Jayy Knight. Jayy Knight picking up Hunter Quinn. Could be going for a big move, big punch to the head by Quinn. Quinn now setting Jay up and sending him back down. Oh, Quinn going for the taunt. Bad strategy when the champ's getting right back up on his feet. But Jay's dazed. Big clothesline by Quinn. Another clothesline by Quinn. Duck underneath. Quinn off the ropes. Beautiful clothesline. He goes into the cover of his own. He hooks the outside leg. There's one to pin the undisputed champ. No, kick out at two. Oh man, back and forth this matchup is going. I love every minute of it. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Prylock. Jay's got the prylock by Jayy Knight. Jayy Knight with the prylock. Quinn can get out of it. Oh, he gets out of it. Just barely. Barely another. What the hell? What the fuck is going on? Not in the. Oh, my God. No. Joe, leave him alone. Oh, my God. The zigzag rocket kick combination knocking down Hunter Quinn. Syndicate sending a message to Hunter Quinn. This matchup is over. The ref's going to rule it out via disqualification. Unfortunately, Hunter Quinn wins via disqualification. But Trail doesn't care. He's going directly after Hunter Quinn. He's going to try to injure him before the matchup. But here comes Jayy Knight. Jayy Knight saves the matchup. He saves Hunter Quinn from more damage. Sewing away Syndicate, so Quinn looks to be healthy enough for his championship title defense. It's unfortunate how this match is just. Oh shit! I know that music. That can only mean one person. Jayy Knight knows who it is. It's Goldman. He's up on the ramp. Oh, look at this. Could this be the scene at the Rumble? Jayy Knight sees Goldman. The ref's telling him to go away. And here we go. The fight is on. Goldman and Jayy. Goldman and Jayy. What's going to happen at the Rumble? We'll see you in Montreal on February 28th. We'll see you then. See you guys later. Good night from Toronto.